Welcome back to Sports Prophecy TV, guys. I'm your host, Jay Taylor. As you know, Jamaica played today versus Jordan. That result wasn't the best. It didn't turn out exactly the way we expected that game to turn out, unfortunately. But as you know, a lot of young players out there, a lot of fringe players out there getting their opportunities. Um, Still was looking for a better performance by the ReggaeBoyz. However, things just didn't turn out the way we expected it to. So I would say better luck next time to the Jamaican ReggaeBoyz, and hopefully they can get it together. But today we're gonna be talking about Demarai Gray. This was what Demarai Gray posted on IG today. I wanted to break this down to see if this was a cryptic message by the player. Is this player hinting that he's ready to play for Jamaica? He posted this in these colors. Um, and is this a sign that Demarai Gray is, because for telling the truth, people, after watching Jamaica play these two friendlies, I'm kind of deflated. We need a spark. We need something, and I think the Mara Gray would be that spark that we need. In the game today, we just saw that Jamaica, we need goal scorers. We discussed that all on this channel before. Big up yourself, Detonation. We discussed that a few times, that we're lacking that prolific individual in front of goal. Who is that going to be? Who is going to be that prolific striker who can get the job done for Jamaica? I think we're still missing that player today. Shamar Nicholson had some opportunities, but if Demarai Gray, listen, guys, the Gold Cup squad is today, guys. Big up on yourself. The Gold Cup squad is today. Today, brother, it feels like when Walter Boy was supposed to be selected in the World Cup squad to go to Jamaica, to go to that World Cup. Was that in Japan? Or France 98. France 98. Yo, I'm telling you, people, this is like Walter Boy talking about what we say Rene Simons. I can't left Walter Boy right now. I saw me feel, brother. If the Mara Gray name pop up today in the press conference, bro, me don't know what me that do. Me that fling on my TV, me I fling on my computer, brother. Because it's the only thing that can really rejuvenate me right now, people, because I feel a bit deflated. Like, I understand that the coach wanted to try out some other players, but I still I just don't know, bro. Like, I just want us to still get it together, bro. I still want it to get it together. I still want it to get it together. And remember, may I have to take my responsibility for this. I predicted that these two teams were two weak teams, but I was going off the sense that Jamaica would be fielding their best team to then prepare for the Gold Cup. That wasn't so. That was so. You know what I mean? So hopefully, was gonna say after today, Boza proved he's not it. No, Boza proved he's not it before today, Dima. I did a whole stream on saying that Jamaica doesn't have a striker. Boza is a good player, my friend. Boza is a good player, but Boza is on the bench at his club. He's not scoring. Boza is just not scoring goals, bro. He's just not scoring goals. We need a goal scorer. I know we're seeing like Jamal Lowe is not there. I know Jamal Lowe hasn't scored a lot of goals for Jamaica, but we need a goal scorer, bro. Mikel Antonio, they're gonna double team Mikel Antonio. We also learn, for me, the most disappointing player from these two friendlies was Kahim Paris. We have to be careful going forward, including myself, of how we call for players to be in the squad. Kahim Paris just doesn't seem ready. Kahim Paris doesn't seem ready. You know what I mean? He doesn't seem ready. No, Baller kick. The coach said that Demarai Gray passport, his papers wasn't fully ready. Um, yeah, I'm just saying this is what he posted. I'm just hoping this is what it is, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Paris was our best player in the match. I'm not even gonna entertain Demo, bro. I'm not even gonna entertain Demo saying Kahim Paris was our worst player in both games. Kahim Paris is very inconsistent. Kahim Paris is like Lamar Walker on steroids, bro. It's unbelievable. Karim Paris is all over the place. Look, he makes that. Listen, bro. I have a problem with players who pass the ball in an area, in a vicinity where he has none of his teammates. Kahim Paris did that in the last game, and he did this in the game today. You know what I mean? Corey Burke shows us as well. He's a 15-minute baller. Brother, it looked like a banana skin there under Corey Burke shoes. I understand people were falling, but Corey Burke looked like him live on the grass, brother. You know what I mean? He's horrible today, Demo. Like the problem with Karim Paris was, my expectations. This is what I'm trying to deal with. My expectations were sky high when it comes on to Karim Paris because I've seen his highlights at his clubs. But know that he also took up another challenge by going up to a bigger club. We see that he's not starting. He's not getting a lot of playing time. So that tells me that his quality needs to go up another level. And I think this is also, I think, what affects players when players stay on the same level for too long. I believe if you're in Europe, maximum 2 years at a feeder club. Try to kick on to a club that's going to help you out. Because Kahim Paris haven't kicked on, bro. I feel like Kahim Paris, all those people, Lamar Walker, um, um, Tyreek McGee, they're all suffering from the overhype syndrome. They all have that overhype syndrome. No, God, yo, ReggaeBoyz fan TV, God, please send me America. As me say, come like when Walter Boy named me a list of a call for to go a World Cup. If me a coach, me glad see a Simon Preston a run off the press conference today, cause we don't want Earl Bailey. I feel look for the squad in him back pocket, and him say Demarai Gray name tear off of the paper, brother. Not today, brother. We need to see Demarai Gray in at the squad because I don't know why Demarai Gray would post this. This was very intentional. This post by Demarai Gray was very intentional, and I don't know why he would have just posted it. It was, he could have posted it a while back. The post looked very intentional, unless he might troll with people. Unless Demarai Gray is trolling us. But we need a miracle. Let me just start throwing up some comments up here. Demo said, you clearly didn't watch the first match. Kahim Par is still terrible, bro. Any game he played in. I guess Corey Burt make the side no. Bro, we scored 2 goals in 2 games and they were both penalties. We haven't scored a goal from open play. It's still 2 penalties. We still haven't scored, bro. Yeah, yo, for real, Eames, yo, Demarai Gray, a wicked if him do this to the ReggaeBoyz fan. The people, the man I say me, I'm gonna sweat till the press conference. What time I press? Yo, what time I Jamaica? You know, let me check my world clock, boss. Not late, only 12:30 in Kingston. An hour and a half, people. Yo, me dey on a stream for an hour and a half. Me dey on a stream till the last name call, that. I tell you, brother, if Demarai Gray is the only person who can save the stream right now, save. Cause, brother, I even did want to do a stream today, but I'm up there in there. Hot in your people. People. But not even did want to do a stream today. I've been so demotivated. Up Jamaica Guna. Like, Jamaica just drag out man energy there. Me just demotivated after the game today, brother. Like, I don't even know what to break down with the game, bro. Andre Blake, I give Andre Blake a lot of slack. Andre Blake was the best player out there today. He made some brilliant saves. I think Andre Blake remind us today that this is why I'm the number one goalkeeper. I can't even pretend like you know what I mean. Him show it today said this is why I'm the top dog in the city. You see me? And so Andre Blake, man, he's the man. Like them save there, but those are the things that got Andre Blake drafted number one. You know, his reaction time when players come in on him in those short spaces, his reaction is so snappy. He's so good and so quick at saving them. Jamaica Guna, where you want to start today, brother? Cause today we watch a whole quagmire and we are hope say and a troll the boss a troll. Where you say Jamaica Guna?
Blessed day, J Taylor. Big up to everybody in I chat, Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, anyway, at all in I where I pick up from. You see it? Um, what I have to say about the game is simple, that I think a lot of people are making a lot of noise about a practice game. This is just a glorified kickabout. All right. Um, so you use these games to test out new players, new formations, new strategies, all of these things. So when you're testing out something, you're gonna make mistakes. Things are not gonna go as well as you wanted it to be because you're gonna be more risky, or you're gonna try out new stuff. So allow the coach to try out some new stuff in these games, and allow the players them to make an impact in these games. But me, a lot of people pressuring the coach. I don't think it's warranted as yet. Um, when it relates to the players, them in terms of those who are not consolidated their spot in the squad, so to speak. These two matches were good testers for them, for we can see where them there. You mentioned Kaim Paris. I was very disappointed in the play today. The previous match he looked a little better. Today him look what's the word? Lost. For most of the game. I have to commend as well Blake. Blake is a top bro. I'm telling us like Blake, I best goalkeeper Jamaica ever seen, brother. Anyways,
Yes.
so what going, boss? Big up, man. Yeah, so Blake, as me tell you, did a great job today. Who else I think did well again? Everybody else just did okay to me, and Daniel Johnson was pretty good in the first half. In the latter stage of the first
He
half, he
turned over the ball a lot today, though, with Guna too.
yes, but I think he's a little. I think the pace got to him, and I don't think Jordan's the paciest team, and I didn't think they would worry him that much. But brother, I don't think anybody showed themselves in glory more than
Mm-hmm.
Blake. I think Blake had a good game. I don't think anybody at all really stepped up. Shamar miss maybe four chances where woof, me don't know, bro, Jano.
Jano, bro.
But yeah, so that was really disappointed. The caliber of players that we brought to the table in relation to everything. Who are going to be part of the Gold Cup squad or not? That's disappointing to me. I think the players kind of let us down in terms of the finishing. If you can't score goals, you not can win games. Jamaica's for the longest while struggled with scoring goals.
Mm-hmm.
Aside we give you a one love and score from the 9th minute in the first half, and we can't get back 9 game. So we have to get goals from someplace. We have to get goal scoring midfielders. We have to be recruiting strikers who are not afraid to shoot,
Mm-hmm.
and that is where we have to look at now. But as I said, these games are for our practice. It's just as I said, a glorified kickabout between two teams. But it's for the coach to test out his strategies and see where he's going and stuff like that. So don't take it too serious and don't take it too hard. Just look at it in terms of the performance, how we performed, which I didn't think we showed ourselves in any form of glory, any at all.
Guna,
Uh,
I thought Adrian Mariappa was awful for me. People are saying that he had the best game. I can't see it, bro. Even the first half, he just kept
I
turning
don't
over
think
the
it was
ball.
often. I don't think it was awful at all. I don't think it was. I don't think it was close to awful. I think King actually gave a good account of himself today too. But I don't think nobody would be say you will get above average mark.
Mm-hmm.
Give nobody would get an above average mark. Everybody would get an average mark. If you were to give the game them out of 10, and you were to judge them off a normal just how they perform, the performances was 5 and below. I don't think we. there was anything great. What I liked about the game is that I saw Jamaica trying to play a little football, and I appreciated that. It's good to the eyeball them to know that you don't see Blake I kick the ball. I try to kick the ball for a man run it down 100 million miles up in the air. So that was good to see. I see them. I see them talking to each other in terms of when they have the ball, them trying to tell the wild man them to stop kicking the ball. So I started playing it. Yo, play it, let's play it, play it. You have to urge a man if play it because when the man on the pressing in be a foolish the man them doing it, bro. But away from that, bro, I don't think anything was great about today's performance. It wasn't great about the score. Jamaica was leading at halftime. The other team came from behind, beat we 2-1 because we can't score goals. So we have to fix that.
And you remember something I spoke about this a long time ago, and I says Jamaica, we seem to be building these 1-0 teams or draw or lose teams. Paul Hall was one of the first coaches I saw that built a team strictly to outscore people. Even if they score goals, we are scoring as well. That's my kind of football, to be honest to you. Like, I'm not that defensive man. Today, even the formation that I understand, Guna, because at the end of the day, a lot of these, I think even Kevin Lambert had a silently good game. Kevin Lambert made some really good tackles, broke up some really good plays. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't want to give him credit. At times, Demarai Phillips looked like a little Fred on steroids. And at times, him head tech him. At times, the JPL kick in and him needing medication. Like, him get mad, him get crazy. But he was very swift. He was fully active today. He's a player that I wouldn't mind having him on the bench, to be honest with you. Because
Jay Taylor, I said my stance is this: there should be no JPL players in the Gold Cup. That's my stance. And if there were to be an exception to that rule, as I said too, I think I said it on a previous program right here as well. I said that he's the only player I think could come into and add anything because we're missing midfielders, bro. We don't have nobody like him in our squad right now. We don't have literally more a ball to make the midfielder them don't feel comfortable. And Phillips does that. He doesn't have the best passing range. He doesn't have the best technical ability. But what he does have, he come like him in plug-in. So because of that mere fact there, because of his energy in the midfield, we don't have anybody like him at all. From overseas, who is playing overseas or who is playing locally, we don't have nobody like him nowhere. So him is the only player is ilk that I see can forward in other side there. And from the JPL, if I was to make an exception for my stance. But away from that, it gives a lot in terms of him pressure the midfield. Him come like a Kante. It's like him not make you relax from the ball too much. We don't have that. We don't have no players like that, brother. We have.
What's his best position though, Guna? That was a thing I was struggling with.
I didn't like the right thing with them start him at still in a bro.
No, that wasn't his. I like how he was playing. I like the position he played in the last game where he got the opportunity to move because he's like a player.
He was playing like a 8. So that was a better position for him. I don't like him out on the wing at all.
No. But I realized, when you put players like that on the wing, it restricts the actual thing that makes them good, which is be able to be all over the place. And then you time down. It's like caging up a lion. You see me I say? You keep
my phone to working and him used to just run up and down. So you need a player like that. As I say, look, he might not be the most technically good player. Daniel Johnson and the man, they are light years ahead of him in terms of technicality. But in terms of his energy that he adds, we do not have anybody like him. Think about it. Who do we have who is a bustling midfielder where pressure people and put you under pressure and making you comfortable on the ball? Like a pest. Who do we have like this what them call like this terrier kind of midfield? We do not have any like that.
We don't actually.
We don't. We have ball playing midfielders, we have strong tall midfielders, but we do not have a bustling man for just nip at everybody every time he pick up the ball, man nip at it. So I have to give him tremendous credit because my stance when it comes to JPL players, bro, in terms of the Gold Cup. But he stood out in terms of these 2 games. But as I said, he's still lacking in other departments. But what he does offer is what he's good at apparently is that we do not have anybody like him. We don't have anybody.
And him actually remind me of a player, Demarai Phillips. You remember that
Yeah,
engine there
man.
with Demar Phillips play
Yeah,
with?
the Phillips from Autos.
Yeah, Demar Phillips play with that engine there too, And I told them, I said to somebody, say, it look like Jamaica, we not really produce them kind of players there again, Guna. Them like live wire there. I saw Teddy Johnson, them this stay too, live. We full of them. Like, we not produce them player, they were confident and live wire. Again, it's like, when them live, them wild. No, them not lively. them, them, you see what I mean? Because remember, them are Phillips, them full of them. What with it? Teddy Johnson. Because Teddy Johnson can make them big bursts through the midfield more times. Zoop, 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 zoop. And get fully active. We not really produce them active players they too much anymore. And I thought he was a breath of fresh air. I know a lot of fans wouldn't agree with me, but Kevin Lambert makes my Gold Cup squad because to me, if you want to close out game, he has a role. Because if you look at the formation that the coach played, we played one striker and two wingers in the first half. But to me, that formation is too compact. That's the formation we use to close out games when we want a draw. 80 minutes, 75
It
minutes.
started with a 4-2-3-1 formation.
Yeah.
But boy, bro, going to Shadama strikes again. I was saying to somebody that the best formation, I think, based on the kind of players that we have available, is 4-2-3-1. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with how the coach started with it. I think we were better in the first half than we were in the second, bro.
The problem I had with it, Guna,
Do
is
you
that
agree? Do you disagree or do you agree? Were we better in the first half than we were in the second half?
I'm gonna compare the first game. You see, the first game, the formation we played with Labetier and Russell, it seems like we had more space to pass the ball. We look a bit more expansive. Today, the 4-3-2-1, it was more compact. So we had enough midfielders, but we didn't have midfielders who could have. Well, maybe if we had Joel started over Lambert, we would have had more fluidity with the passing in the middle, because Lambert doesn't really gives you that. And I think Lambert and Russell didn't have the chemistry to know who was supposed to drop or who wanted to go forward. I think there was a lot of confusion there that I saw. So in the first half, I thought Adrian Mariap and Amari Bell was terrible. But Amari Bell just looked a bit like he's saving his energy. To me, he looked like he was just going through the paces because he gave you a good first game. He ran the whole 90 the first game. And I think the coach might have just told him to just take it down a notch. Maybe that's why he didn't start Joel Labatier, because he thought he already did enough the first game. And that's a player we don't want to get injured, because to me, he looks even like a little bit like Ravel Morrison, the way he moves with the football. A little bit even more active than a Ravel Morrison. So he benched today the entire game. I think that was a good move by the coach. But there wasn't much to really take from the game other than the formation to me. Maybe I think it was, as you said, glorified kick. Remember what you called it. But Guna, I think the coach has found out today that that 4-3-2-1 formation is a good formation to close out games where if we're up or we're trying to get the draw, because we look very compact.
Yeah, but compactness, look, what you're saying is that you actually defeat your argument, because I think say 4-2-3-1, which he played today in the second game. Because we're not talking about the game one, that done gone already, and we learned our lessons. We're talking about today's game. Well, I'm talking about today's game. Today's game, I saw it started at 4-2-3-1. Cool. He had Phillips on one wing. He had Paris on the next wing. Him have Johnson play the 10, and him have my boy the up front. See? After a while, it changed. Because at one point during the game, it looked like him changed to a 4-4-2. You see me? So the coach is trying to break these players into tactical.
When he switches formation, rotational formation.
Right. So the man have to shift them body in a specific way for facilitate whatever we are. Remember, say the team look like them attack different from the previous game. And a lot of technicalities look at small things are happening, which a lot of people just look on the win or loss, like a World Cup or just lose. You understand what I say? It's not about win. Practice games are not about win or loss. Practice games is about performance and seeing what the coach is trying to do. Now, if it gets to the Gold Cup and we see the team performing similarly or worse, then we can say something because that is actual competition. These are games are where if you're not going to work it out in practice games, when you're going to work it out, brother?
That's
When
a
you
fact.
reach a competition? No,
That's a
we have
fact.
to test out some things, my brother. No, we have to go try one play in one different position. No,
Experiment.
we have to go experiment with some players and see who is good and who can. In our first game, and we're starting on the right. Nice second game, I'm starting on the left. I saw it go, brother. Where do everybody make a big deal? And they saw him play, man, I put in a wrong position. It's a practice game, bro. Come on, man. That's why the
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
the other commenters and the other vloggers them on YouTube said Jamaican people are delusional, bro. Come on, man, and stop do it, brother. Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
man. Let's
yeah.
get the thing real, man. Whenever teams play practice match, it's a practice match. You're there to test out players to see who is what and who can play and who can manage. And you learn lessons and they apply. We get 2 games to do it. We know who can make the side and who not make. We know, say, yo, certain man, we know based on where we see. Corey Burke probably not cover himself in a glory for the Gold Cup squad.
No, but Corey Burke is in the Gold Cup squad. That's one thing I can guarantee that Corey Burke will be there. I
Right?
think the
Okay.
coach loves the work rate, even though like, that's the thing, going on. When Corey Burke up on the field, like Corey Burke, he remind me of a picnic where you just say, teach the picnic say 2 plus 2, and the picnic say 4, and then you come back 2 minutes later and say 2 plus
I
2, and
about
he
this
say,
1 million times with that, because it's a Jamaica's problem in general.
yeah.
Jamaica's problem is kicking the ball in at the back of the net. That is our problem. You
No,
see me?
Guna, me have a problem with brother. As me say, it was hard to see Corey Burke out there, bro. As much as I explained to you, say Corey Burke head tough as a footballer. That's what me realize. Like him head tough, brother. Like me no know, dog. Like me no know, bro. Me want to support Corey Burke, but yeah, that's what me try to tell you. Like you tell the pitness say 2 plus 2, and you just say 4,
In a
and you
my
come
book,
back and him tell you say 22.
squad over Burke,
Huh?
In a my book, me drop Burke and put in Whisper,
No, but
Whisper
we.
not in defensive, brother, but Whisper is brave and him offer something different, my G.
Yeah, bro. Corey Burke to me. Remember, Guna,
Corey Burke,
remember the other night we did the stream?
shot me. What? As an athletic side, your job is to kick the ball in the goal. I'm gonna come tell me and make excuse to Corey Burke for. Your job is to kick the ball in the goal, brother. That's how your job. You need a striker, And that's
Guna, the
it.
other night we do the stream, Guna. Guna, the other night we do the stream. What was it about? We were discussing whether or not Corey Burke is going to be there. And it comes down to that same discussion even after him scoring a penalty today. That was the discussion the other night we have, Say, would you bring that person, Travante them over Corey Burke? And I'm just not convinced anymore, bro. Like, Corey Burke always remind me of why I think Corey Burke is not good enough. He always find a way to remind me, bro. Me no know, bro. Me no know, bro. Me no know. I me never want to beat no player today at all.
I'm never a fan of a striker who doesn't score goals. Sorry. I just think you're supposed to score goals or set them up.
Yeah. If you set them up. Yeah.
If you score a goal, you set them up. And Michael Antonio is not the most clinical striker, but he does set up a lot of goals. Neither was this guy where he used to play for England, this Roxia where just hold up the ball for Michael Owen score. So what name again? Eski. Emil Eski.
Yeah, Eski, Liverpool man.
Right. So I'm never a fan of those strikers. Strikers are supposed to score goals. Defenders are supposed to defend. Midfielders are supposed to connect the defense and the attack. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I might be wrong, but that's just my philosophy. Everybody have a different philosophy. That's why I have different coaches. Some believe in attack is the best defense, and others believe in defense is the best defense. You feel me? So it's just philosophy.
Yeah, bro. It's I just don't know what Corey Burke does good anymore, other than give you 15 minutes of high octane energy. And no matter if Corey Burke is a walking red card striker as well, like him liable if he do something crazy as well too. I'm always worried when I see Corey Burke are going at some tackle, to be honest, because he's a very aggressive player. Sometimes it works, but you can see even when he chased down the ball today and he got the ball. He was, because today, Guna, something that we weren't expecting, I wasn't expecting. This Jordan team was quite physical. They were very physical today, to be honest to you. The man them look big, and Me see one time Phillips bounce pan a man and like he come like it's a flyer back so. Me I say, whoa, the Jordan and them look them look big to the brother. Me don't know. Our true we did look small. But me don't know, bro. Shamar Nicholson to me, brother. Two striker. Guna, does Shamar do you thought start would you start then the 4-2-3? I think the 4-2-3-1 would work better with a Demarai Gray, Leon Bailey on the right, Demarai Gray on the left,
And Antonio down the middle.
Antonio down the middle, and Labetier and Russell and Johnson in the middle. Ethan Pinnock in the back. I don't know if Damian, brother, I hope Mariapa now. Brother, Mariapa is a liability at this point, Guna. Adrian Mariapa is and when Adrian Mariapa, we cannot defend set pieces. Adrian Mariapa is very short as well. We have a big problem and we waste our set pieces. In 2 games, we didn't have one effective set piece play. A one pass, Mr. The youth Phillips take a set piece and it came in low, but it was very dangerous. Corey Burt need to just get a touch on him. We're wasting those. Coach, work on those set pieces. We still have that problem defending set pieces. Odin, where I say you just jump in.
Well, wagwan. Greetings. It's like me understand so the coach I try out a thing, but I really hope when I'm picking fan out 23.
By the way, you did go Austria or you never bother get the visa?
You know, so me sleep and me say,
See, you're too lying, man. Me know say you're not gonna win. All the one in the
no
company stream
man,
country. You call
no
like
man,
South Jamaica.
no
You
man,
too
me
lying,
get
man.
left.
Continue, yeah, man.
No man, me get left. Me oversleep
Brother,
through.
you never buy no ticket for go and no
No
Austria,
man,
but you
no
oversleep.
man. A five me buy and is like
Brother, any
me
man a
did
go
do
a
a
them
double.
place there, asleep on a plane. Cause a 9 hour flight from New York, you never buy no ticket,
The
brother.
thing is, I Connecticut me live. I made a try get some sleep for do the drive go New York, but true, me did do a double the day before. Cause I made a try get the extra money, and me do a double. Me set me alarm and sleep past me alarm. Me get back my money still though. Me get back my money
Brother.
still
Cause when me
for
hear you
one
say I
ticket.
go Austria, brother, me I say, oh, this a man, oh, this a brother, you wicked someone. Me I say, oh, this a man take up himself left Connecticut. As a good, I go say, go watch a glorified practice match. We are Austria. I say you love
No man,
football, and the man
no,
them a come to America in a
no,
3 day. No, sir, me never believe
no
you,
man.
brother.
I know a match alone with the figure. It's like the man them they want to do some touring thing, so that's why. But like me say, my work schedule crazy, and my job task is mixed. Sometimes them have me drive the big rigs them. Other time me I do one only for other tasks. So it's like when me done me tired out.
All right, next time, next year you go and next match. All right. What you say about the game, you know? Well, go on.
Me I say me understand say coach I try out, but it's like we really need to get a win. Me doubt him can at least go up and win the first match. But would appreciate if him can at least give it a draw. Certain players moving forward, we not really need to see them around the team. Especially when it comes to striker, me feel like Antonio only good striker we have now. Um, the youth to top scorer League One, them should have him
Johnson
around
Clark.
the them should have him around the squad cause them man then a missed goal. Right now, Nicholson mount a chance. Me no know. Me no want to come down too harsh, but it's like we really need a younger striker.
Brother,
Like
Shamar Nicholson get from
serious.
bad to worse, yeah, man. Me don't know, brother.
Yeah, it's like we really need a whole heap of options there. And it look like certain people afraid for just make a move for somebody else because them no want upset certain people, you know?
Oh, then, you know one problem me have with Shamar Nicholson? Every time he kick one ball or he do something wrong or he miss, he go so. Anta drop or he stop play. and the play still a go on. Me I say, brother, that now go make you score where you did a try do. He do that all the time. It's so annoying, dog. Chill the out and play football, bro. We don't care you drop down and I know we miss. I know God make you miss a goal. Man, oh yes, I do this. And see I want
That's
ball
why.
miss. Me I say,
But
dog,
but but
hold
that's
the
why I
ball,
say.
man.
That's why I say we need somebody else. Cause Antonio all already. And like me say, the reason why me no want come down harsh for him is because say I golden boy for whole heap of people. If you talk too harsh, they want disrespect and thing like that. But it's the truth. We need a better option. Cause Antonio even though I'm all in my best option we have as a striker right now.
Brother, to when me see it right now, dog. Because when you look on the strike for Shamar, Corey Burke, Whisper, Antonio. So one of them striker they go get left, right? And that's me I wonder how the coach I think. Is the coach gonna try to take Whisper as a winger or he's gonna take him as an out and out striker? Because somebody have to go get left, When I look at it now, somebody's going to have to get left. And
Yeah, somebody
And I
somebody I
would
go get.
leave Corey Burke for Whisper. The reason why I would leave Corey Burke, Whisper is the future. I'm gonna give him the experience. I'm gonna bring it because after them couple games in Nation League and them thing that we're done with Corey Burke them. So if you're gonna move forward with Whisper them, bring him, go give him the experience. Cause you can't go all the way astray already. Him sure say him brave when Bailey imagine Whisper out there and see how Bailey them we motivate him. Cause him don't respect Bailey as a baller. Imagine him see how Bailey them out there like him head take him probably get crab up. So me that bring up like me that bring him for the experience because Corey Burke is gonna give you this the physicality where Mikel Antonio go give. Shamar is still more clinical than Corey Burke, and you have Whisper as the young striker coming up. So um, I would take somebody is saying, Mr. United is saying, JT Whisper can get experience at Chelsea. No, the experience that Whisper is gonna get at Chelsea is not the same experience he's gonna get internationally. When Whisper play at Chelsea with a whole bunch of good youth for him age, the game actually gonna become easier for him. Cause I'm gonna get the ball in a some more dangerous position. It's gonna be easier for him. The international game is very hard, people. I remember when I say, I always stick to the point when I say on stream Odin. I said this is what I was afraid of when them if them they call up Whisper too early. If Whisper out there play with a bagger man, when now get the ball or now give him the ball because that's
Yeah,
a player we need to get the ball to fuel him confident. You don't want him out there run for 90 minutes and him just nah get the ball. That's why I don't want him get called up in our squad with Jardine Fletcher them, Lamar Walker them, and all of them madman there. You see me I say?
well, yeah, well, it will mess with them confidence, yes, but
Yeah.
at the same time, the whole tryout thing with the coach that are going with, is a good thing. Him have him there, at least just in case if him pick him for World Cup, him understand what the coach I try to work with. Um, Regarding the striker now, me just remember, cause I mean forget, Kemar Roof. Them never register him in a 50-man pool.
Even like but Kemar Roof did injure, brother. And
Oh,
people,
him
people.
injured.
Oh, dear, let me touch on this. People, them say me going at the press conference yesterday, go on with a bag of things, people. Come here, people, I beat me last night on the internet. Say Jay Taylor going at the interview, go on with a bag of things. People, all right. My mic did on, right? Cause me going at the first, brother, that's why I not love going at them things at the first time. A second time that me going at a press conference, Me going at the one before that, me never, Simon never give me a question. This a press conference I'm going on yesterday. I asked one question and Simon cut off my question quick. I mean I say, so my mic go off, brother. And me go say, yo, Jaja, I one question the dog I give me. It come like Simon a ramp with me thing, dog. You see me I say? But my mic did on, bro. My mic did on people. You see me? I say, I lucky thing me never clot all too bad word. Cause brother, I saw me feel. Cause me see Eddie Guna them a asked him, the coach, how is it to work with Manning's man and anything. And then get more question. So me I wonder
Yeah.
if I style Simon, I style me. So me I say, oh, yo, I want question you dog give me, but my mic on. You see me? I say, I want
Yeah.
the mic on, bro. And him run back. All right. The next thing where people them a beat me for now, them say me ask the coach if he all right. Or I'm ask about the coach pulse. Or then, let me say this
Yeah.
to you. You see, a psychology me study at school, brother. You see, people and emotions. You see, you ever have them friends there where them always call you for advice, but they
Yeah.
never ask you if you're okay one day.
Yeah.
They never ask you if they're okay one day. You see, if me in a car with your brother, and me and you drive for 10 hours, and me and you on a road trip, me I say, dog, you know what, you know what, me take the wheel for a little bit, make you get some rest. Me need to know say you're all right, brother. You see, people when you care about how other people feel, them people they are leech people, my youth. The coach a him a seal the ship, my youth. More because you know the coach could have give you an answer right there. So we could have tell us whether or not the coach is still committed. When I ask
Yeah.
the coach, because this in Scandinavia, bro, they have a thing that they go by here. It's the one of the laws in Scandinavia. It's called the Yenda law. It means you're not better than the crowd. It means everybody is equal. You can't see the president, the prime minister of Denmark ride a bicycle. I saw Denmark and I saw Scandinavia stay, bro. Yendala. So you see them people there, bro. You know, see the man take a little time to answer me, and the man say, thanks for asking. Because sometimes people, you have people in life who just take from you and
Yeah.
require things from you, but they never want to know
Oh, you
if
doing?
or you're doing. But it was a question with show off, brother. Trust me, a them question they have to ask them people how I'm feeling. Are you still excited about the job? You see me I say? Or you because
Yeah.
it's a long journey. It's like we're on a road trip and I him a drive the car. We can't just I said, go you now win the game them. You're not the man, remember, the man now get the squad, the man I get with the man I work with JFF. Every day is a different thing. You have to ask the man, they say the food now work at Jamaica. The man moving family from Iceland, and I like you move from Jamaica, go Iceland, brother. It's a different transition. So me I say, you're all right, coach. We still up, like you still are drive the Juta bus, we still ready. That me want to know from the coach if the coach still ready. But you see me I
But
say,
you know, sister Franny said thank you for asking that question. That alone tell us him appreciate the question because nobody else not ask him that. And
yeah,
the problem with a lot of these people, JT, you have to understand, say a lot of them not really understand anything outside of the box of them living. So it's like anything new to them, it's coming like an abomination. Oh, we ask the coach if him all right, but that's normal when you're going to other places. Certain question is a normal thing.
yeah, and yeah. So they must say we ask the same question, them, brother. My question was, my next question was about the improvements. Is everything working out as well with the logistics and them things? That is everything smooth? You see me I say? You see the coach no want touch upon that neither. Cause the coach know still in a bro, and the coach say, you say Marian Garden would that be better if explain that? Cause him know say Marian Garden know about the Efri and him can't talk about it. But would you
Yeah.
just want a long time me want ask that question them. Me never in a no press conference before, brother. Me
But
want ask that.
yeah, I know that
Uh,
alone. The fact that him say ask Moran God, that I tell you say Moran God no would I get less like if he say certain things.
Yeah,
If he
Marian
know what to
Gardner, the
say.
fall man, him can Marian Garden can't answer anything. And the next
Yeah,
question I'm ask is, we want to know is Ravel Morris because before the coach said that nobody on YouTube know if Ravel Morris was in the squad. No matter when nobody wants it, nobody else knew because people were saying whisper in the team, then Ravel can get called. Me did actually think that it's possible for Ravel get called. It could be a thing where the coach does think that Ravel is still training because in a way, Whisper is training. Whisper is not playing in high level competitive game. The difference is Whisper is a younger player who's going on to a bigger club. He's actually attached to a club. We don't know what's going on with Ravel. And I think what the coach is looking at, where Ravel is in his career right now, Ravel shouldn't be hidden somewhere not with a club. You know what I mean? If you're good enough at Ravel's age and quality, Ravel should be a part of a club. So we can't use the same thing as Whisper and Ravel to say how is Whisper in the squad and Ravel is not in the squad. The next question I asked was to Andre Blake. This is what everybody on YouTube always has said. This is what everybody in the ReggaeBoyz group say. This is what we say. We say, Andre Blake, I said, are you instructed to kick the ball long? Because when you're at your club, you tend to play it short. But when you play for Jamaica, you go long. You know why I asked Andre Blake that question? I want him to have it in him head. Say, brother, the big kick the way I make down the field unnecessarily all the time, we need you to start thinking about it. It was a psychological question. I wanted him to be aware. See him like how me do Damian Lowe. The night I call Damian Lowe walking red card, him pick up a red card, Damian Lowe never behave like that again. In go back into Miami, go pick up a red card. From that, him clean like whistle. You know, here every interview Damian Lowe company, Damian Lowe say, the man them all call me walking red card because that had a psychological effect on him. Look when Damian Lowe rush players now, he is more composed. Him not think about like a man of Jamaica say, lash him, pop him foot. No, he's thinking more. How I'm gonna tackle this person and get the ball. That was a psychological question for Andre Blake. And look how Andre Blake played today. Andre Blake only went long when it was necessary.
Yeah.
And every time he went long today, he still tried to pick out somebody. That's what we want, brother. That's why I asked him, were you instructed? Because no, him can't tell no lie. Him and the coach, they right there, so you know. So either him going to say, I was instructed by the coach, and he made his answer. You see how long it take him to answer?
Yeah.
And listen to his answer. He says, I rather to lose the ball. Let me just finish off this here. Him say, I rather to lose the ball on the opponent's half of the field than in my half. That sounds good, Andre Blake. But if I have something in my hand, it's mine 100%. If I throw it up in the air and ask somebody else to try grab it, it now becomes a 50-50. It's no longer mine 100%. So I want Andre Blake to understand the math that every time you kick out the ball long in the air, it's no longer Jamaica's football. We have to now compete for a ball again that we already had. It's like me have my money and I last it and I look back for it, brother. While I can try, keep it in my pocket and work it that way. This is what I'm trying to say. I don't buy into that math. I believe that good teams around the world, when they have the football, they do everything in their power to maintain the football. When you look at a Man City, Arsenal, more time when you see a Brighton pinning them down, them still no one kick it out long. Them say, what? We have to hold the football because guess what? When you turn over the football, you're going to burn more energy trying to get it back. And that's one of Jamaica's main problem, getting the football back. We have a big problem, people, to get back the football from our opponents. And a lot of it is cost because we kick out them big long ball there. It becomes a 50-50 ball. We either play one striker with the hold-up play and he's battling hard up front. They double team, get the ball, then they knock it around and we run the whole game 33% and we can't score. So we have to get rid of them thing there, brother. We have to get rid of them thing there. Go ahead, Odin.
What me that says regarding Loa, he did an interview recently and he was bringing up his career stats and he was saying it must be about 1 or 2 times and get ready. Me never really looking at it still, but I agree, you're right, because it's like a mental thing where it get to a point where I talk about the stats and bringing up how we play and stuff like that. But overall, so far, when me say him improve, him really improve.
Yeah. He was he was the best player for Jamaica today.
Yeah.
And the question they make Andre Blake got the man of the match for Jamaica today. The question there, because every time him touch a ball, he me a JT, I say, yo, belt buckle squad there from New Media. Belt buckle squad there from New Media. You don't know him here that in my head. One day if I go long, him knock it like whoa today. Andre Blake put it down and knock it like whoa today. We have to get that because he's a good goalkeeper. Everybody can agree. Every ReggaeBoyz fan. The only problem we have with Andre Blake are the big wolf them down the field. I don't see any other thing we can say. Andre Blake is not amazing at what he does. Let me say it again. He's amazing at what he does. The only thing we want to get out of Andre Blake, when you play for Jamaica, brother, that big wolf there down the field for no reason. And I can understand his defenders that he usually plays with Jamaica doesn't give him the confidence to maintain position either. So him actually don't want to lose the ball in a theme half. But you have to also give them the ball to give them that confidence. You're not going to know if it's going to work if you don't do that. Continue, bro.
Oh yeah. Regarding the big wolf and long kick, there were persons saying, "Oh, we don't have the players. We didn't have the players to actually make the pass." I don't buy that because
I don't
we
buy that
always
either.
have players. Yeah, we always have players who can hold up the ball. It's a matter of choice. Either you choose to allow the ball to pass and take your time and reach up there, or you just do the long kick and me just feel like so them they just make a choice for just continue with the one whole heap of long pass, and it really wasn't doing us any justice overall. Another thing that the coach could do to solve the problems now, he need to just go all out and say, you know what, we have weaknesses in the team. Midfield weak, right back weak. Just find a decent midfielder and a decent right back. End this whole phase where we always get attacked on the same flank, or we get attacking at the middle and we not have the right person. The youth we play to them, I forget him name, midfielder.
Jonathan
The one
Russell,
with the no, not Russell, not Russell. The other one, man, with the
Kevin
corner.
Lambert.
Yeah, Lambert, right? Me have a thing where when me they watch the Gold Cup final with them they go, Lambert they kind of have a run in that Gold Cup.
I
The
think
problem
Lambert
with him,
he had a great game today. Lambert had a
yeah,
great game today, bro. Like behind
yeah,
Andre Blake, Lambert to me was the next most solid player. Like this is what people don't understand. The position, because Kevin Lambert, at one point, even that game where Shamar Nicholson came on and scored that brilliant goal against United States, Kevin Lambert was peaking, in those series of game coming up to that game. Kevin Lambert was really peaking as a player. It's when Tapper dropped him. Well, also he was
exactly.
getting Tapper drop him, and I think that crushed his
Yeah.
confidence.
I know that alone. You have to remember set up of them and experimenting with as a centre back. Tapa ruin a lot of these players, yeah. True
But
people not
he's
really
playing
want.
center back at his club now.
No, but it's like him play better off him better off playing the midfield role. I see him play for him club and it not really fit him. That's just my opinion. When you see certain player play a certain position and them do better at certain stages, they better off continue to play that certain role. So it's like when Tapa come in, him drop him and him not really play him in a position where him the whole. That's what contributed to the decline in his performance. But if this coach bring him back and say, okay, man, I have you play a certain role, Lambert can lock down in midfield as a CDM or a holding midfielder, and we
Yeah.
can go far in our tournament. We just need the proper setup where somebody distribute the ball properly, and we just
Look,
need the whole team to work as a
look
cohesive group.
with all we talk about yes or no. Look at this a madman you come right now. Who is this now? The Advocate Review Entertainment. Advocate JT and JD are haters of Phoenix Academy. I will
Oh
never
my God. Oh my
look.
God. Hey, let's stop here them idiot the man, yeah, man.
Yo,
Every time them come on the show, them and I waste people time
the man
and I
say me and
change topic.
JD is Phoenix haters. Come on, bro. Bro, advocate. In case you haven't been, it look like you haven't. You've left YouTube for a while. I think we've passed the Phoenix Academy discussion, my friend. We have a Phoenix player in the national team right now who is doing well, and everybody is supporting him. Unfortunately, you seem like you are a shoe polish. You're still polishing Craig Butler's shoes with your face. So just move on, bro. Continue, bro. No, the man is just coming. Man, so we still at about Craig Butler and Phoenix. Me don't even know how that happened today. Like, man, I wonder how that happened today, brother. But Guna, where I say Guna, you look like you something. Yeah, something you want to say.
Girl, let me take me a while ago, brother, man, for this. So we can escape back, They about
Yeah.
fun ago. Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, I heard picked up on a little part of the discussion, but the point that I wanted to get across to you, Taylor, is that we can go through like player by player, and we can basically look at where the positions that are you would say based on performances and reputation and level of play, where we
Build a
say
squad.
we have a decent squad coming in.
Me
Now,
I build a squad, people. Go and talk Guna. Me I build a squad. Me I build a
yeah.
my Gold Cup squad.
Now, if you go build a squad of let's say 23, right? Cause I can't, like how you go build your one J Taylor, I can't go and build mine. But
Yeah,
me
me I
kind of
build a
look for,
starting 11, and we can put in your
yeah, me
starting
can put
11.
in a starting 11 right now, quick and fast. Seeing? Cause me kind of say, all right, and taking into consideration that we may not have the head of state.
Yeah, well, maybe I think today would be a good. Well, we are gonna know it today. We are gonna know it. The squad, guys. The squad that dropped in an hour. The squad that dropped in an hour. The Jamaica squad supposed to be out in an hour at the press conference. It's now 18 minutes after 1 in
After one,
Jamaica,
yeah.
and the press
But
conference is
but
at two
yeah.
o'clock.
But honestly, say if either state now they them would I prefer them just bring Hector over maps. Cause
Bro,
Hector
Hector now gonna be there again, bro. It's too late for that.
them not put him in him is not in the 50,
From
right?
him no there, so brother. You see certain players we
Okay,
never
all
on the
right,
side for a long time. If them not there, so them now come back
okay.
right now. You see me? For you not the right, yes, so right now, God go with you, brother. You see me? We not see all the coach are gonna look for you again, bro. Just go and enjoy your vacation. Any man will
So,
never come,
so
brother. Shit.
who would I bring as a replacement now, God? Who would I
Few.
bring as a replacement as if the other state is not going to be there? Who do you take as a replacement? Because
I
kind of
them
look away,
two year we did it today. I them three of them man have to bring Bernard, Mariapa and Richard King. There's no that's it. That's what's gonna happen.
Let's see, But Jaja, me kind of in that case, because me like rather than you. When name again, we play defensive midfield. Lambert could have not camera them as a centre half than as a midfielder still.
He had a going to me today. He had a solid game, brother. And the position where man play is not the position where you see. Like people not looking for his position. Today, may I watch him. Brother. He was always there. He might win some headers. He might cut off some player. You see, if Lambert had the ability to go forward 5%, remember, see, I him draw the penalty, I him them fall for the penalty, and I don't even think people know that. It was Kevin Lambert, they fall in the box. He's playing, he was right on where was Corey Burke and them man they were play striker. And they say a striker for there. And you have a defensive midfielder there. So if Kevin Lambert is making better runs than our strikers, I don't know what going on that. I don't know. Are you still there, Guna? Are you guys still there?
Yeah, man, we're there, man. We're there.
Okay,
We're there.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there.
So what your style now? What me pre now, Doc? Seeing is this. Look, we are gonna have, let's say, so the four centre half them would be Deshaun, Bernard, and King, and Maps, and Rupert. Bro, big man thing still. With all due respect, probably is my favorite reggae boy right now who's still in the side.
Who?
Maps kind of Yeah, man, I like maps kind of look slow for international
Him
football,
slow, man. Him gone, man. Him
but
slow, him G,
yeah,
man.
I'm slow for international football. But given the opponent, look, did anybody watch the match with the USA versus Canada last night?
Jesus Christ. Me I said, yo, Guna, that make we look like we're far behind, brother, in a football right now.
Brother, why? I tell you, brother, the kind of ball game is a good game, you know. But brother, I tell you, still the man them the Nations League final for a reason, my God. There's no talk about it, brother. The man them go bring in, man them bring in one other killer for murder Jamaica now, dog. So when the man they do so boom and reach a Jamaica, you know, the man they when the man they reach a Gold Cup in the dog and the first match against Jamaica, you know, Balogun me talking. Balogun plan
I
to
don't know if
gun
them
down
players there,
Jamaica in a
but
youth.
I don't think them players there gonna play the first game.
No, you can never tell, bro. Remember, I said the pool of players that they are, they use two pools, you know. They use one for the Gold Cup and one
Yeah. But these
and for
guys
the
weren't in the
Nations League.
Gold Cup squad, you know.
Huh?
They weren't in the Gold Cup squad, you know.
These players now are not in the Gold Cup squad that announced.
Yeah, the ones that played in the
So
Nation
the
League.
so Nations League squad them. Oh yeah, true. You're right. You're correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's a different side them are gonna use for the Gold Cup.
Yeah.
But if with the Gold Cup squad announced still. Me never talk about the World Cup in specific. If I mention World Cup, it was a mistake. Me I talk about like World Cup qualifiers. When that comes around and we have to start play that, and we have to play against teams like the USA, a problem with United, brother. The
Jesus
man have to
Christ.
get them have to get them stuff together within the next year, you know. And if it's gonna be
Yeah.
with this coach or without this coach, it has to happen. But we have to get the thing together, brother. Cause the football we must play last night between America and Canada, brother. When the dead is so dark.
Brother, we're far behind Guna. Me see the game the last night. Me said, no, sir. Brother,
Yeah,
when
when
me
the dead
see
is
the
so.
game, them Guna by the other liquor side them. In the Caribbean, everybody I try put on the ball and knock it, brother. Everybody, me look on Saint Kitts,
Brother,
me see
did you look
everybody.
at did you watch any match with like Suriname on this side? I saw them play football.
The man, them a
Ain't no
knock it,
side is gonna
bro.
roll over and make Jamaica beat them. Remember that? Remember we are the battle jobs at the CONCACAF region, you know, brother. Because we have some of the best players, the man can't go no World Cup, you know. So some
Hey,
man I
so
guess up
that
themselves
mean,
and I chat up them out, and every 4 years the same problem. We
hey,
have some
so
of the
that
best
mean that,
players in our pool, and we cannot go no World Cup. Panama never
that
have a better
yeah,
side than we in our last World Cup qualifiers. Costa
that
Rica never have
means
a better side than we in our last World Cup qualifiers.
not
And
to
then man they
cut you
will
off,
beat you
go
to
there.
sickness.
Not to cut you off, go there. That means are we alone? I gotta go football.
At this aside, I may start still not going in a Gold Cup, you know. This for me would have been the best side for Jamaica start right now. If we can look on it that way.
Blake in a goal, left back, a Bell,
Mm-hmm.
left centre back, a who?
Low. No, low for their right. Ethan Pinnock.
Ethan Pinnock there left, lower there right,
Yeah.
Lambakisa there right back, R Brown,
Lambekisa.
um, defensive midfielder, who? Russell
Joel. No,
or Joel.
Joel. Yeah.
Joel look good in there for you know.
Yeah.
And in front time, who?
So may have Russell and Johnson side
And
by
Johnson
side.
side by side, okay. And
Yeah.
then on the wing them now, this is a wicked side youth.
Yeah. Daly, Gray, and
Barely Gray
Antonio.
and Antonio up front. I wicked side is Jamaica can put out there.
Yeah, man. I side these people. If at that side, I mean, say if at that side they go play them two team, yeah, them two friendly game, that'll be whoppings, dog. You see me? I say, bro, Eagle Republic, Joel Rabbit, he's not playing right back, bro. He's not playing right back. The coach didn't play him at right back. I think the coach see that he's better
Um
than a right back.
bro,
He's not
Jay
playing right
Taylor,
back.
here's a way how I would answer that. I would answer that statement.
Mm.
These footballers are not practiced. These footballers that play in these
That
academies
did.
are not
Yo,
trained to play in one position.
Guna, you
Our
know who
best
may I
striker
start a
now.
right back?
What,
Guna,
what, oh yeah, thought right back.
may I chew a ring tonight, Guna. May I chew a blood clean.
Javian Brown.
No, dog. May I chew a ring tonight,
So why you
brother.
have to throw a ring tonight? If I ride the bicycle and the bicycle I ride good, why the fuck catch? Like,
No,
why you throw a ring tonight?
me feel some can grease up here and make it right better. May I chew a Bobby Reed night right back.
No. You always Bobby Reed, brother.
Yo, may I put Bobby Reed night right back?
No. Bobby Reed is not a right back. He can play right
No.
wing back, but he can't play right back.
Yeah. Paul Hall would have started a squad. Yeah. Paul Hall would have started a squad like this. Because Paul Hall said, attack. Attack like was. Attack. You know what I mean? Paul Hall will start that squad of people, me I tell you. Cause Paul Hall just go so. Bro, me not lie still, bro. John know, bro. You see if a man name never this Paul Hall, dog, because Paul Hall look like he want to play the football with me want to see, no, brother. Where if a man score 3, we score 4. You see me I say? You see me I say if we want to score 3, we score 4. At them side, me personally, at this side me that start Ode. People them not agree with me, no, because me and I coach. As the people them say, thank God, see, I know me I coach. At this side, me I start, brother.
Hey,
What?
hey, me understand what you do with Bobby Rona right back, but you already know say that now go through happen. More that if that end up happening, it would have be a miracle. And Jamaica would have really play a good cause Bobby can really hold it down.
Brother, if
Earlier me
Fulham
that
said to
talk about
Bobby Reid,
yeah.
yo, next season, Bobby, are you a run off your right back? Bobby outside, active, fully active. Bobby Reid is a boy we play anyway for your game. You know, see how Bobby Reid play for Fulham this. If the man them say Bobby Reid, ball boy, are you a run off the sideline? Bobby Reid say right away. If you say Bobby Reid, right back, right wing, attacking midfield. Fast 9. Bobby say, let's go, let's get it. Yeah, man, Bobby is one of them
Hey,
player, them man.
hey, the only coach we met the man useless was you know who.
Oh, but yo, Tia do it with more. Look at most the man mash up Bobby Reid career in the dog. Look at most stuff I make Bobby Reid not even have a Premier League club to pay for, brother. The man, brother, the man, yo, look at most the man mash up Bobby Reid career, dog.
Hey, he man have Bobby Reid in a big World Cup qualifier, miss goal against USA to backside.
Brother, the man of Bobby Reid, make we all a beat Bobby Reid on YouTube. To top and nearly mash up Bobby Reid career. Good Bobby Reid. The man make we a Bobby Reid a drag him like ragdoll on YouTube, brother. The big ball. When we see Bobby Reid for full and we a say, dog, I know Bobby that. Like you see all the fan fly past, I say, yo, Jado, no Bobby that. No Bobby that hang off your foot on a van. Yo, I saw Bobby a clot it, brother. The man look active for Fulham this season, brother. Yo, the man is a solid player because you know what you know the thing with Bobby Reid. You can't know what does if me ask you what does Bobby Reid do well. A lot of people can't know. Bobby Reid gives you a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And that with Bobby Reid. You see why Bobby Reid no reach a next level in football is because of consistency. Bobby Reid, we go cool for 1 and 2 games and come score the best goal in the EPL, brother. I saw Bobby Reid things there. But if Bobby Reid was a player who could have just put in a full season when name a call and the word consistency come up in a statement, Bobby Reid would have been at a top club. You see me, I say, it's just that Bobby thing is like the stock market, you know? How is that fluctuate?
Yeah. I say it go more time for somebody play them, but that's crazy though, cause just like we talked about Lambert earlier, I basically see him thing Lambert, Bobby. I'll roof him and almost mash up. I've roof on the field looking like he don't know what the heck he's doing.
Cha.
It's
People, the press
crazy.
conference starting at 30 minutes, people. 30 minutes. I'm not going in that car. I don't want to leave my mic on today, no. I don't want to leave my mic on today. So, I don't think I'm going to the press conference, people. I dip on stream until the press conference. I just want to see the squad. I just want to hear my phone go bling. And when I look, I see Demarai, great name. Yo, a kick out. Yeah, man. That's some Chinese food that night. If Demarai great, get nice side, dog. Jano. Yeah, man, some shrimp fried rice.
Well, if him really in our squad, that's a good thing, cause a long time only heap of people are wait. And you know what the crazy
Jesus
thing is? The
Christ.
time when we really want him to play, and when him did go on, what's he for Everton?
Him never go play for them time. Him did in such a good form
Yeah.
where him actually did dip on England radar. But one day after you when him advocate, I want to see him youth name Nitro. Cause me black a youth name Nitro for my channel in the dog. One youth name Nitro. Yeah man, that's a hunger man me black on YouTube, brother. Cause that youth is like Tupper with more. Like I am clean. I mean, no brother. Like I am clean Tupper with more house or sitting dog.
The thing is, a lot of these people um are people who support such and such players, and them create fake accounts and then get on here and try to start arguments and
Go on
throw
top. Go
people
on
off
top.
topic.
Me make a phone call, people. Me see if Demarai grade it. Make a phone call, yeah, man. I just make a phone call and done. Cause me can't bother with the speculation, people.
Yo,
Hold on.
yeah,
Go on
so
talk.
people, I'm not sure say them are agree in the thing. Cause me no want to not come tell people say I'm dead
Hey
and
man,
I'm not
yeah,
dead, you know.
JT. Oh, go on.
One
Yeah,
in I
man.
chat if them are agree did if
Everything,
for real.
everything up. Agree.
More say one in I
Me
chat
seem like
no.
him. I troll him. I
If it's
troll him.
confirmed, more say one in I chat. Put one in I chat no.
Yeah, but me mute, man. Mute.
You not mute JT, mute yourself. People say them are agree overhype. How is he overhype? The man perform for him team. I know everybody I got perform from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. Everybody have them hot moment and then reach a time when them cool off. Cause a lot of people were saying overhype. I'm sure your favorite player never stay at for a season start till finish. Him always have him cool off session where him not at anymore. So I disagree with that.
Yeah. All right. So 20 minutes. 20 minutes then. Well, we have 27 minutes. My question then, no?
I disagree. Gray is not
Ah.
inconsistent and injury prone. If that's the case, every player is inconsistent and injury prone. Because every player get injured at some point, and every player reach a point in their career where they're not as
Yeah,
hot
man. Yeah,
as
man.
they
We
were.
understand, man.
So
We
I
understand,
disagree.
man. We understand, man.
Exactly. Bailey get injured. Bailey not score all the time or provide
Mm.
assists. I say nobody no pop up and say Bailey overhyped.
But we're not beating the
Anybody no
coach,
say
you
that.
know. I'm
So
not
me I know
beating you.
what
You
I talk
see,
about.
yeah. Expectations. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. But if him did it, brother, if him did it, we are make a deep run in the Gold Cup, bro. So that's my prediction.
Yo, JT, we are
Oh
here.
shoot. Okay, crap.
Yo, people hit the like button. Hit the like button. JT they on a call right now. Hit the
20
like button.
how much minute left, people? 26 minutes left. Jesus Christ.
Where you say them a drop the squad same time?
The quote said, well, Simon wrote in the press group as that the squad will drop after the press conference. So that was early. I think Simon wrote that in the press group. Yeah, but yeah, bro, yeah, but yo, we don't know what people,
You know what say? You
people,
know what say me can
all the people, them, we had, all the people, them, we, everybody, I keep a tight lip on the thing, but right now, people, I saw a thing there. I saw the thing I shake. I saw a thing look, people. I saw the thing look. Jesus Christ. It come like say, what this come like now? This come like say, me can't even know where it come like, dog. Can't even know where it come like. We just need if it come right. We just need the people and we just say, yo, the man in our squad, dog. Because here where we are, people. Here where we are.
just drop them.
Here where we are. I'm gonna be real too now. where we are. Because me been telling you already this, you know. And them can't prove me wrong all. No. Me done the telling you say Demarai Gray have him passport. You see me, I say Demarai Gray had him passport, people. The hold up with Demarai Gray is the clearance.
Yeah. So him
You
get
see
him
me, I say,
clearance set, or we still have to wait on that, JT?
because people, you know, remember, you know, a player cannot apply for clearance without a passport. So you just know that for 100%. So if the player if he even did a think about if he get a clearance, he have to have him passport. So the player have him passport already. That is not the thing. I just that little signature something there, brother. I just a signature something there. So if him get that signature there, everybody know that already. Say man have that already. So the signature, bro, are the signature thing right now. So you see me, I say, yeah, we have 20 minutes. Jesus Christ. We have 23 minutes, people. 23 minutes. Hit up the Ryan that tell them to hit up the like button, people. What I'm telling you, hit up the like button, man. When I deal it, man. Smash the like button, people. Smash it. Big up yourself, Warren Webster, El Gringo, Wayne Harris. Know yourself. Gaza Hero, Joe Grind under them skin. Yo, Joe Grind, I Demarai Gray come take your name. Joe Grind under them skin. Know yourself. Fabian
Hey,
Full, great injury prone. Yo, Fabian, you can save the comment if it after the Gold Cup. I don't want to hear no about no injury. If it's a wheelchair, Demarai Gray go a World Cup in, we are carrying. If it's a wheelchair, Demarai Gray go a World Cup in, we are carrying, brother. We don't want all if the dog can walk, we are carry him. You mad? Everybody have to go, man. We have to carry Demarai Gray, man. You see me, I say, okay, big up yourself, JD. We max it. We max it in the place.
you know, see Gaza era call them an English reject. Them people are crazy.
Gaza Hero. Whisper is the future. Gaza Hero, them are some trolling a dog. More than them Gaza Hero, them are some bots. Like and the next brother when he cause more time the man them write some things, dog. I just whisper or we know like Craig Butler. See a man come in there now a while ago, advocate say me and JD are the biggest Craig Butler haters. Brother, when you remember say JD are one of the man who give Craig Butler and platform for promote himself and promote Whisper. JD are one of the man who may say fully go and promote Whisper. Them time they even have a channel. You see, this is what I see on YouTube. The people in memory body in a dog.
That's why it's so easy for politicians trick them.
Yeah, bro, the people in memory, but bro, over JD channel, me see JD bring on Whisper Father and bring and promote the youth. And me not hear the people them there say, yo, JD did that promote Whisper, but he hate Craig Butler. So now me never know me and JD get award for Craig Butler hating Olympics. Me never know them thing, brother. Me telling you my thing with Craig Butler. So when Craig Butler talk, him just talk 50% truth and 50% lie. It's up to you if you find the truth and the line of it. But we cannot deny that Craig Butler is the best at what he does. He's the top man on the island when it comes on to developing young products. There is no if and but about that. It's there. It's there. You see me, I say? The man use one player and just shatter the whole ceiling. It's there, bro. So we now go discuss that. But me, I go always hold it that Craig Butler is a man where him think more time. Him say some things where you have to just say, no, Mr. Butler, that way I say this. So, and by the time he don't explain himself, yeah, wonder if I tell lie, brother. So, you see me, I say? Yeah, I mean, yeah, JD come forward and say, yo, tell them, yeah, that's right, bro. Can me tell the truth, man? All of the thing, them, bro. Me used to see JD I promote Whisper. Even me and Whisper Father go at it back and forth. And you see, and certain things come out exactly so. And that's because that's a man who promote him son too. Richie Royal go hard for him son, bro. That's why you see any man where come sign up like them and say, yo, Richie Royal never important to Whisper thing. Me no talking with that. Me see Richie Royal them go hard, brother. Richie Royal did it with the video with the camera in a hotel room, or interview him son, or put him son out there to the world. You see me, I say Richie Royal is actually a role model. You know more Jamaican youth would want a father like Richie Royal. Yeah, you know, with Jamaica, wish I did so my father supportive when it come to football, brother. You know, more Jamaican youth will feel we go take up gun and I true them father never did it and support them like how Richie Royal go hard for him son dog. You see me, I say so that man him get my respect when it comes down to him being a father and support him son. Whatever will happen between them, that's just RR big up yourself. That's something with him and Craig Butler. But if Richie Ryan never watched this stream, I always say that my respect for him different. And the way too, I liked how Richie Ryan went about promoting his son. Richie Ryan was very honest about things that Whisper needed to work on as a baller. And that is some of the next thing where we did find a problem with how Craig Butler went about promoting the baller. He went about promoting the baller like Whisper was a finished product. On the other hand, Richie Raya would explain that, remember, guys, he's 17, him's working on this, and him, by the time him build into him body or him do this, and I always had respect for that, how him articulate the situation. You see me, I say, I really have a lot of respect for that. But on the other hand, maybe Whisper couldn't get to the level where Whisper is right now without a Craig Butler either. You see me, I say, so it's a catch-22. Because if it was just Richie Royal, Whisper could have never got to Richie. If I was a Richie Craig Butler, Richie Whisper wouldn't be at Chelsea. He wouldn't got that big promotion and make the cause them. So I think they need to fix that because Richie played a role and Craig Butler played a role. They both played an intricate role in that young man. And at the end of the day, a Whisper need to fix that. When you get your thing right and you develop, you have to go just one of the days them, bro, you have to go just bring them to, because sometimes them two of them ego are go strong on each side. But if Whisper come in at the middle and say, yo, Craig, say I'm a manager, but I'm a father still, You see me, I say, say I'm a father, And and Richie, say I'm a father, but a Craig Butler turn up his things certain ways, so it don't need to get along. Maybe Whisper is gonna have to break the ice in that, a little as him be, a young as him be. You see me, I say, maybe he might just come down the middle and split the coin, because when you have two big ego on his side, two bull bucker goes, two bull, two bull a crash, so, this I go, so, brother, hard for, I want to run going there, so. The man them champ play.
Yeah, but the thing is, the two of them are big man. We shouldn't even have to wait for Whisper to resolve that. They need to.
No.
I mean, understand how it go when certain people have them big ego and them feel like, oh, someone can't tell me nothing now. Oh, my always like a lot of these people they understand so them can make mistake, Nobody's infallible. So me not
a Whisper alone can fix that, brother. I tell you right now, say a Whisper alone can fix a relationship there.
That's crazy.
To be honest, as crazy as it sounds, because I think for Craig Butler to get Whisper to do what he wants Whisper to do, him have in a Whisper head a certain way. You see me? Until Whisper snap out of that and still respect Craig Butler and say Craig Butler the man will take me as but this is my father. So the two of them, I figure just go so and put the thing aside and no say if you don't support me, or one stay as and say I'm a father, but him still give him father the respect there and still give Craig Butler. At the end of the day, I think a Whisper is the tiebreaker in the whole situation there, brother. I tell you. Move Bobby Reed to right back. We need him in attack. Yeah, so we are going to jump out our squad, Wells. Big up yourself, Colin Quest. Know yourself. Wait. Them want, it seems like Craig alone have impact alone. You see me? Okay, that's what somebody has say. Gangster Whisper on any 11. No, I'm about 17 Your word about Shamar who can't score a goal. Jesus Christ. Brother, I think we're all. I can't roll. Oh, I want different role on this. Come here, say I can't feel with big boss role on this. I want a new role on this. Come attack, film nonsense. Attack out of him rear end. Yes, I must say, Butler market the player very well. Respect Butler and I must say JD. When I must say JT and JD talks bad about Phoenix. Brother, go lang your bed, yeah, man. If you know nothing for write on the internet, go lang your bed, brother. But it's up, but it come like me know where you come from. I think a Russia man live brother or Ukraine. I think a Russia or North Korea this. A democracy with you where you're saying brother. You never hear about one something named freedom of speech. I didn't think the Marcus Garvey them and Martin Luther King them walk up and down in a sun hat and make police beat them up for a boy if we can't talk. So me no own no come here so come go on like when the name Kim Jong Ul and them people there where we can't have no speech and they their freedom of speech we are deal with brother. Me no wanna deal with another dog. Someone if you move go on to North Korea and Russia, you know. Go make them white people they teach you know what it's like. Even when you don't have a speech, them still a beat the crap out of you down there. Down there, son if you go on to Russia, man. Cause you love say we love talk. So no go on to Russia and then place there when you can't talk. Go on, me go no go on down there. Go on to Russia, man. Go on to Russia and North Korea. Cause you say me love talk, JD them, how we are hate. Go on down to Russia. Go on to Russia, man. We no love talk on YouTube. We no believe in freedom of speech. North Korea down there, man. You know Kim Jong Il them in that love fish shove you all in our mind down there, make you dig up some uranium for build some nuclear bomb film. Go on down there, man. Don't know if you go on, man. No believe in the freedom of speech, man. Go on, man. Go on to some place like Myanmar and Vietnam and them place them, man. Them man them putting in some rice field. Cause no one. Cause no one no freedom of speech, brother. I no want that. I know that you no want. I some big whip you no want to open no back. go, go, go on, man. The man never say, like, you may understand. Me never see, I come like a Jamaican alone, no want freedom of speech, people. JT, I remember you disrespect Craig Butler on Ryan LFC channel. Roland, did you remember Craig Butler disrespecting me on Ryan LFC channel? So that me see now, say, fear thing now is like um, you move like you move like the Donald Trump supporters them. You don't really think for yourself, brother. You only hear a Fox News. You call like a Fox News alone you watch. You're going like them people that will only watch Fox News. Because you never hear when Craig Butler I try to disrespect me for Ryan channel neither. So you look like you turn off the part there. Well, okay, man, go disrespect JT. I turn off this right now. I only want to when JT I disrespect him so I can come back and tell him. Brother, I want to hear dog.
You know, so them worship certain people already, dog. So you already understand how it go. Them can't say anything where they want, but the minute you say something, them turn it in you are the evil one. That's how them operate.
Bro. Yeah, me don't talk. The thing start there. Me say me never really like how Craig Butler deal with the thing with like every time him talk, it make it sound like Richie did a try to care whisper go Qatar. Like all that there's something that's something that Richie will need for y'all explain to people them. Cause to every time me and Mr. Butler talk, it sound like Richie did a go send whisper go Qatar or something. Cause Craig Butler was always saying if I didn't stand up strong, whisper is down in Qatar. Right now, whisper that be a Qatar citizen. You see me? I say so. When me and them think, them I say, Jaja, come like, come like Richie. I say Richie say whisper down like all rich country like that. You see me? I say so. When I hear them thing there, bro, me I say it never really need to go there so because see the ball I reach at a point right now. And me always as a Jamaican, bro, when me never have no father did it with me. On my football game them. I'm going me get us so 100 pass or test. You see me when we get us so 100 pass or test, yeah, my father say, yeah man, am my boy that man. Hey boy, come with a thousand you. Where your mother there? I saw me see them, me never had father they will come ask me say, yo, when are your game? When is the game? Okay, I'm gonna make sure I record you and put it send it off and create a pro like how you see Richie do him son and footage and deep behind him, bro. I them think that's even the difference. When me see, I saw white people deal with them kids, my youth. Me see Richie deal with them kids like how me see people are foreign support their kids. You see me? I say so. Them thing there. That's why like even like my daughter, bro, 100%. 100%, bro. Cause before me have a daughter, bro, I them thing that they did in my mind, bro. I them thing they did in my mind. Me say, someone support my daughter or my youth when me get them, bro. Because me like imagine the amount of Jamaican youth where they wicked in a ball. I always say the Jamaican youth them a come out and say, big up my mother, you know, dog. Yeah, mom, me see a youth do an interview on Ryan channel one night. The youth where did Nico daily. And the man I say, big up my mother, like his mother, like I'm baller. You see me, I say, the man I say, mother, I'm baller. Look when an artist go on stage, big up my mother, big up my mother. You see me, I say, bro, so when we see our some father go out there, go and do it, bro, Rich them, she that get trophy at Jamaica, dog, and I do some school tour at Chua, so man. So, yeah, man, you see, I see your supporter, your son, and them thing there. Because we don't have that in our culture, people. So when we see that, is see man I said some people come in and say Richie wanted the money. Oh, a man I say Richie wanted the money that Qatar was offering. Roland Hayden. I said that Richie. Yeah man, me no know him get them information there. Be them thing them coming from brother. You have the answer, I don't have it. After Manning Cup, I wanted my son to play competitive football until he goes pro. Yeah, and you know, I think that would have even sped up his development as well too, but it can even go another way as well to Richie in that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Cause him could have go pro and him could have get hurt as well and it could have not work and it could, you know what I mean? But I think that's what any father would have want. Any father would have want their child to go pro after a competition. And as may I say, Richie, you were very honest with the things where you think the players should work on. That's very important. That's very important, brother. You were very honest with that. And I think that's how growth comes in. You see me, I say, did this brother Marlon say, Richie, person who doesn't know stuff can easily be misled. Yeah, you see, Marlon, this is why I rather to think for myself, even when me I speculate, you know, bro, because I look at the situation. But I said, I'm glad Richie Royal is here. I said this to Richie. I said this on stream. I message Richie, I go running a problem with Craig Butler, you know. And here is how Richie's gonna run into a problem with Craig Butler. Richie is a strong father who's there with his son. More time when manager and agents want to make moves with players, they have some players when have a strong family around them. Where they if you carry the player go so so them just sign paper and move things fast. You see me I say and move things fast. I mean I say yo, there's gonna be an issue because Richie is not gonna agree to every single thing. I said this on stream, them thing I dip on YouTube. I say one problem I go come in at it. And I also said Richie was also talking more in a honest, diplomatic way about the player and the player development and where the player should go. While Craig Butter was promoting the player in a, you know, yeah, man, the biggest ball in the world, man. Yeah, and just pushing it in a way where it was like, wow, come on, bro. Like, you see me, I say? So, we did actually foresee the whole situation there. Coming based on the fact that Richie was just instrumental in the child's development. If the player was just at Phoenix, no father, I think there would be no problem in it. Papers them signed, player gone anyway. Yeah, I recorded everything because I knew this day would come. Well, yeah, okay, I'm glad you do that, Richie, because you see, and a lot of time people say, JT, you chat too much. You chat too much, bro. It's cause me an idiot, brother. It's me an idiot, brother. Them things they happen all the time. Who is this person? Second wind. Second wind, if show your face, brother. Show your face. Cause I mean I know if I want to Craig Butler people, them like oh no come on, come tell Ryan bad word on his stream. And now I'm gonna set me up today, you know. Cause now I'm gonna set me up today. So any man nobody show them face, I'm gonna know you. Nobody happen, brother. If you don't come, I'm gonna see your face. Nobody with it. Cause now come tell me about my mother and run off, you know. You now come tell me about my mother, I'm gonna get to tell you about before you run off, you know, off I screen. So let me see how Yeah, man. When I go,
Where you say you have to tell him about me?
yeah, man, he now go come tell me about my mother and run off a stream. I'm not get to tell them back. So anyone I come on, um, press conference, brother, I'm now going to a press conference. It's starting at 4 minutes. Wait, the people, I actually can I open the press conference on here, right? Shoot, people, yeah.
Yeah, just set it up, make we watch
All right,
and check
people,
it
make
in.
we watch the press conference then, no man. Right, oh me I go and like, me don't know if we work the technology, so man. Join iCloud video meeting. It starts in 6 minutes. It's an iCloud video meeting. What is? Hope Simon no switch up the code for me, dog. Cause me seem like me always start with the code. All right. All right, people. I can see if we can let me open up our next page. Let me see if we can jump in at the press conference and give the people them peace conference, a Zoom man. I zoom they say thing there. I'm have to do people, me just have to me have to just open, me have to put up my hand in a meeting. I'll make sure my mic turn off. Stop video, join. Alright, people. You know, me the press conference early, people. We in a press conference bright and early, people. You see, the host has another meeting in progress. Okay. The meeting starts in 3 minutes, people. It didn't start it. All right. The meeting starts in 3 minutes, people. We'll see if we can stream it, people. We'll up meet up and see if we can stream the press conference. Yeah, man, we are going to do that, man. Niggas tell people, them Jaja, I think Jamaica move past that. One bagger, all right. What the people them I say,
Hey,
DJ.
JT, one thing we want to know for sure, cause in the past, in previous press conference,
Mm.
the coach said that other people call players, certain players. So for the final 23, we want to really know if him call everybody on the list, fit the team, or other people call people. That's all I want to know pretty much. Cause we want be able to hold him liable without a doubt if a full team get picked.
Yeah, man. It a good Richie if you clear up the Qatar thing then one day. So people them know say I know Richie ma talk about when them a say uh, blacklist JT. Yo, me I wonder if them blacklist me dog. I couldn't go in I think a while ago, I couldn't go in, bro. Them a say the man them in our next meeting. So let me wait 1 more minute. Them blacklist you. I could see, bro. I could see. People, if me get in at the press conference and I have a question and I want to ask, what do I want to ask you?
Yeah, ask the coach if him pick a final 23.
Brother, nobody with them thing they come like a set you try set me up. You know, say people them no rate me already. You see what I say?
When you say somebody else have to ask that question, it's a question that needs to be answered, but I understand the position, So I'm
Yeah,
not
see
go
one
take
next
it.
troller, Cali Sinclair. Oh, yo, our next JT hater this you know. The money we're gonna keep one Olympics on YouTube with Advocate Entertainment, Cali Sinclair, Rohan Nelson, Rohan, my next brother, and one youth named Nitro. We're gonna just keep one and put them in one private room, make them then type against one another and buckle. If you see who can type against one another best. Eh, yeah, man. You look like I this, so it reached then Richie. Richie has to clear up in court. They have to prove it. Because but when I ask you, Richie, a next thing, when a child a travel under 18, no both parents have to sign a consent. Because even though my daughter is Swedish, brother, and me have a go over Sweden and we still have 50% custody. The mother have to sign, bro. Two persons have to sign. Both parents for your child. Me don't know a Jamaica. Maybe a Jamaica then say, oh, your daddy say you can't go on. Galang ya, man. Me don't know if I say work down there, but me know say even with the Geneva Convention, anywhere it goes around the world, people, you're supposed to have to can sign both parents. People, I don't know what going on. Look like me in a press conference, people. Kind of like, me don't know people. Look like it says change in link for press conference is below. It's still set for 2 o'clock. Me don't know people. Me don't know if me can go in a press conference. Yeah, bro, my daughter is Swedish, brother. My daughter speaks Swedish and Danish and English. You see me I say? Daughter speaks Swedish and Danish. Yeah, maybe them JT, if the child is going to Europe, the father signature have to be on it. More than that, them thing that me know, cause that's why me have even take my daughter to Jamaica yet, cause you know what I mean? Like the mother, one piece of problem with that, brother. For sign for travel. You see me? Okay, so I don't know, bro. I don't know where that is coming from. I thought both parents' signature have it upon anything, but JT no sense, yeah, man. People them say me no sense, so maybe some more sensible people can explain it.
But on a serious note, still, the team where you have up on the screen now, you're confident that everybody on the screen are good.
Hmm.
Cause them I say Lua look like him injured.
Yeah.
And World Cup will start, must say
Okay.
what, next week?
Okay. Yeah, people. It seems that yeah. Okay. Hold on. Hold on there. Hold on there. Hold on there. Okay, people. I think we're in, and I make sure you are muted now. I'm in there, people. We're in there, but I'm muted. I don't know what's happening yet. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm not hearing any audio from them. Okay, I think it's kicking off now.
In my opinion, first half was quite good. So the plan was to go high and press
Yeah,
them
man, loud and clear now.
on the pitch. We knew that they are a good passing side, but we wanted to use this opportunity to go higher up on the pitch and play a high press. Pretty good. Got better and better in the first half, so we were happy with the first half. In the end, it was a good energy, good attitude. Had some good build-ups in attack and got really good goal scoring chances. So 1-0 half-time, we were pretty satisfied. Of course, we had some things we wanted to improve. Second half was then a little bit strange. We were lacking the energy we had in the first half. So less energy. We created still very good chances to finish the game with a second goal in the match, but we didn't. And we had some really good openings when we went forward, but still we were open and not balanced and off focused in defending. So they got two really good counterattacks and scored two transition goals. Both of them came from great goal scoring chances from us. We didn't shoot at goal, we didn't finish the attack, and ended up conceding on the other end. Both goals similar in that way. We had a great chance to score, but we conceded in return. So heavily punished, punished really hard for not finishing out and taking our chances. But second half, some silly decisions, silly executions or bad executions in passing, in decision. So not happy with the second half. And then when they scored the second goal, it was kind of a street football and could have gone either way. But in the end, we only managed to score one goal. Happy with some things, unhappy with other things. So it was clearly a better game than against Qatar. So let's hope we can continue to improve.
Thank you very much, Coach. Before we get into the Gold Cup squad revelation, Coach Wall, Coach Gordon, anything to add to Coach Holgrimson?
As I said, I think there were a lot of positives in the game. We also learned some more from some other players, what they have to offer, what they can offer. And I think, the young kid came on over, they asked him to play out of position and he did a comfortable job. So things like that is a positive. We'll just build from here.
John, anything?
No, purely objectively, it's the X amount of entries that we had on the final third. It was reasonably high, and play the game again wouldn't go that way. There's obviously feelings connected to it, but we're going to review the game tonight and walk it through. And now we don't have time. It's just the US.
All right, at this point in time, we're going to put a graphic on your screen in terms of the 23 that has been selected for the Gold Cup, and afterwards we get a few remarks from Coach Holgrimson, and then we'll open the floor for questions. And just a reminder, we'll follow the same format like we did yesterday, where we'll have broadcast and print media being able to indicate by raising their hands first, to be able to indicate to ask a question to any one of our coaches, and then we proceed to online media. So broadcast and print, and then of course to online media. So in just a moment, you will see the squad that is on your screen, and I'll read it out for you. The goalkeepers: Andre Blake, as made mention yesterday, this would be his fifth Gold Cup that he's a part of. He joins Dwayne Miller as the only other reggae boy that has been part of 5 Gold Cup squads. Jamali Waite and Kanaya Boyz Clark. The defense: Amari Bell, Ethan Pinnock, Dishon Bernard, Adrian Mariappa, Dexter Lambakisa, Damian Lowe, Javane Brown, and Kemar Lawrence. Kemar Lawrence also joins Andre Blake as well, being part of 5 Gold Cup squads. In the middle, Kevin Lambert, Jonathan Russell, Joel Latibader, Bobby Reed, Daniel Johnson, and alongside him, Kahim Paris. And of course, the attackers, Michael Antonio, Shamar Nicholson, Leon Bailey, Corey Burke, Dijon Richards, and Demarai. Great, that is the squad that you're seeing on your screen. And now we will turn over to Coach Hallgrimsson, who will give his assessment of the squad that has been selected as we start to make our transition from Austria towards Chicago.
Yeah, well, first of all, these are the players we think can do a good job for Jamaica in the Gold Cup. Could we have selected others? For sure, but these are the guys we select and think is best to do the job for us. I hope Jamaicans will support these players, even though you think that someone might have been there instead of these guys. These guys will represent Jamaica, and we certainly wish that Jamaicans will support them in the Gold Cup. After the tournament, we can talk about this one or that one should have been instead of this one. But in the cup, let's support these guys who will do their best to represent Jamaica. So maybe logistical thing, we needed to select and send to CONCACAF the final 23-man squad the same day we played Qatar. So this is the list we sent at that time. Maybe other logistical things in this is, yeah, it is not given that you will have all the players you call up for a tournament like this. Today, professional leagues are long and difficult, and the summer period is the only time these players have for holidays and resting. And we want to thank these players to show their dedication to Jamaica and sacrificing their holidays to represent their nation. And I think that is not a given thing. Before we go further, I think it's because we always want to be honest and avoid confusion in our meetings. The only player at the moment that cannot come to Chicago is Ethan Pinnock. Now we all knew that his wife was giving birth to their 4th child. It's a healthy girl, and we like to use the opportunity to congratulate them with that. Everything was going well, but there were some complications now with his wife after the birth, after coming home. So it's a critical situation. Normally, a coach and a coaching staff would say it's personal reasons, but we both agree on that we should share it with you guys now. It is nothing more important in life than your family. So then football will be put aside at this time. But we are monitoring the situation, so we'll take it day by day. We are in good communication. As soon as we think it's appropriate time and everything is okay, he will join us. So hopefully that will be sooner rather than later. But of course, we wish them all the best and a speedy recovery, and will show him the respect of allowing him to stay with his wife and his family until everything is okay. But he sincerely wants to come, but we all understand the situation as it is at the moment.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach. At this point in time now, we'll open the floor for questions from the mainstream in terms of broadcast and also print media. And we will open the floor starting with Mr. Livingston Scott. You may go ahead, Livingston.
Yes, morning to you, Simon, and all the coaches. Yes, Coach, you mentioned playing on the front foot, trying to press the team high up the pitch and win the ball high up the pitch. But we saw this vulnerability to the counter attack. How much a concern is it? Can this be addressed? First of all, is this a style you will be implementing at the Gold Cup, and can this be addressed before that time, coach?
Yeah, first of all, it's a style we must use at some point in some games when we, for example, when we need a goal. So we wanted to get the experience in this game, at least to try it. A little setback before this game, we planned Joel Latibotier to play the defensive midfield role, but because of paperwork in FIFA thing, he could not play this game, so it was a shame. But yeah, we were hit on the counter, and we need to learn from this experience. But of course, this is a style that we want to have in our armory going forward to a camp, and we never know when we need to go and high press and take chances and score goals. And then we must learn from this and not to concede while taking some chances going forward.
And concern about Mariappa, coach, he looked a bit slow in his reaction and those sort of play. Think that is the age factor is obvious at this point.
Yeah, I have to apologize to Mariappa live, because I haven't spoken to him after the match. It was not planned from any of us to play a single player 2 times 90 minutes, but in the end he needed to do that because of we needed to take off Dijon Bernard. We were afraid that he would get a red card, so the plan was to give Mariappa 45 minutes this match, so he needed to do another 90-minute match. And on this stage, coming back after a holiday, it's too much for every player, and probably a little bit more difficult for a player his age to do 2 times 90 minutes in such a short notice without having a lot of recovery time. But I'm not afraid of he will be ready for the Gold Cup. He now needs 2-3 days to recover and be ready for US.
So one more thing, coach. We're still that win is still loose for you and the team, coach. We all know winning can be a mental thing. Think this might affect the players psychologically going forward in terms of not getting the win, any win at this stage going into the competition.
Yeah, it's often said that winning is a habit, but sadly losing can be that as well. So of course it is something that we don't want to carry on doing, but I think the mindset for the Gold Cup will be a lot different, a lot more different than for these games, and the setup for that games are going to be different. I sincerely hope that we will stop not winning and go forward and getting good results in the Gold Cup. I believe so, but of course, and we are not hiding behind. We're not happy with the losing, and especially this game. We should have won it. We don't need to talk around that. We should have won this game, but we lost it, and that is not a good thing.
Thanks, Livingston. Let's now go to Rashid Parchment, the observer.
Yes, good afternoon, gentlemen. I'll try to condense my questions because I know everyone wants a chance. So, yesterday you said that performances are more important than a win, even though you wanted a win. But from what I saw today, we lacked some of the fundamentals. I saw players falling over trying to receive long balls. I saw players not marking at the back post and failing to deal with balls across the area. Now, with that in mind, and of course, the 6 or so players rejoining the squad, and there's not enough chemistry between those players ahead of the World Cup. How do we rectify this in such a short space of time?
Well, we have been working with most of the players joining us in Chicago. So that would not be, the tactical part would not be new to most of them at least. So I'm not worried about that. But of course, when you play a friendly like this, just to back you up, when you play a friendly like this, you want players to perform and use the opportunity they are given in the national team. So we want them to grab the opportunity and use it. So in some cases, disappointing that they didn't do that, some of the players, but yeah, we are not worried about the chemistry in the Gold Cup. We played a good match against, for example, Argentina with these couple players with only 2 days of preparation. So hopefully what we have done in the past will help us going forward to the World Cup.
Just another quick question. We spoke in March, and you said the aim is to win the World Cup because we are one of the better teams in CONCACAF, and we have been to the semi-finals before. But we now face not only the World Cup host, but the defending champions who won a tournament last night, and they're coming in on a very with very high morale, while we on the other hand are coming in with 2 losses. Have their expectations been adjusted because of this, and how do you move on from there?
No, the expectations are the same. I think we have the players and the quality to go and reach the final stages in this tournament. And what we did 2 years ago, or 4 years ago, or 6 years ago, or 10 years ago doesn't help us and doesn't destroy anything for us. So it's just in the now. And it's the day when we face US, are we ready? We don't fear them, and we know they have a good squad. They are playing at home in front of their people, but it's going to be a good and exciting game. The most important in a tournament like this is not to lose the first game. A draw is always a good point from the first game, so you are alive until the end of the group phase.
Sorry, just one quick question.
Quickly, Rashid.
On Wednesday, the qualifiers for the World Cup wraps up. We still aren't quite sure who we're playing as a third team. What do you make of that being with qualifiers so late? How does that affect your preparations?
I can take that.
Yeah,
it's all been accounted for. Because we made sure to actually watch every team leading up to the Gold Cup, and we have not expected anything because we know how brutal games can be. So obviously St. Kitts and Nevis moving on. And, more expecting Curacao to progress, and that happens. So for us, but we've been taking everything into account, all the teams, and it's been a shared effort in the technical team.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rashid. Let's go to Robert Williams, IRE FM.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Coach, 2 quick ones for you. Livingston mentioned at the top of the question and answer that there's still that elusive win. How much does this make you or put you under pressure heading into the Gold Cup?
In regards to what then?
Win. You're entering the Gold Cup without a victory after 7 matches. And I think that this might put you under some pressure heading into the tournament. What are your thoughts on that?
How am I feeling? Am I feeling the pressure? Is that the question?
Yes.
Yeah, I normally put pressure on myself. I wish, of course, that we would have registered the win. I've said that maybe too often in this press conference. But does it affect how we work? No. It doesn't. Does it affect if we think we have a good chance to do good in the tournament? No. But I put pressure on myself. I think that the pressure comes mostly from within rather than from outside.
Okay, one final one, Coach. Young Dejon Richards makes it into the 23-man squad for the Gold Cup. Against the background that we've had 2 strikers, prolific strikers in the National Premier League, Colin Anderson with about 20 goals and Trevante Stewart. What is it that has made the difference with DeJuan Richards? The fact that he has not played Premier League, yes, his highest level before Trinidad, Qatar, and Jordan, he was playing schoolboy football. Can you explain that for us?
Why we select him? I think we all agree that he has qualities in his armory that is way beyond a 17-year-old. And I think he could be, and I'm saying you never know with a 17, 18, 19-year-old where the career will go. But at this stage, we believe that this kid can go all the way and be one of the best players for Jamaica in the future. But we will have to see where the future will take him, what decisions he will take, how he will use his opportunities he is getting now. So we think it is good. And we've said before as well that when you have a squad for a tournament, there is always going to be a few players that will not have a lot of playing time. And we would rather have those players young so they will gain experience. And he's one of these guys. I think he showed today that he can be a really good impact player. He's unpredictable. He can go with the left, go with the right, good in a dribble. He's fast. So he can be a really good impact player for us. But for us, it's mainly to see him, work with him for future's sake, because hopefully he will be one of Jamaica's greatest in the future. But like I said, it's a young player. We never know. But the reason we pick him is his qualities.
Thank you very much, Coach. Just before you go though, Coach, with regards to Demarai Gray, the documentation, has that now been completed and is ready to go?
Yeah, we are extremely happy. We can say that finally there's been talks about this player for a long time here in Jamaica, that he wants to join, and he started the process. He's really eager to come and plant. If the papers would have gone through, he would have been with us here in Austria. A player I think fits the playing style of Jamaica. He has flair, he has speed, he's a dribbler, he's a goal scorer, but most and foremost, is a good individual and a good personality, and I think he will bring a lot of things into our camp, and we are looking forward to meeting him in US.
Thank you very much, Coach. All the best.
Thanks very much, Robert. Let's now go to Daniel Wheeler from the Gleaner, and then we'll open the floor for the online media to get involved with the questions. Daniel?
Thanks, Simon. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, gents. Obviously, to piggyback off Robert's questions, obviously, getting Demarai Gray into the team setup is something that it seems that you've been wanting to get done for a while. How will he be thrown into the fire right away, and how will you use them in an attack that is now starting to get a lot crowded with a lot of good players? So how will you plan to use them? How will you use him and to blend him in that attack?
No, like I said, he has qualities that is really, let's say, it is in line with the identity we would like to have in the Jamaican national team, the pace, the skills, the flair. So he perfectly fits to what we are trying to achieve and work on. And it's a good thing. I know it's going to be, somebody is not going to be happy when we select starting 11, but that is a good thing. That is not a bad thing. So yes, somebody of course needs to sit on the bench, meaning that we can have impact players that can increase the quality of our team when the game is played. So if we need changes, we can put high class players, at least in our striking force. You want to add?
And yeah, it's tournament football, and if we're planning to go all the way, we're going to need some depth, And I think I was looking at everything, for the past month in terms of how we would look with all of these attacking players and the quality that they possess, but we're always lacking in goal scoring. we have goal scoring problems, you know, in the present. And I think with this quality we have going offensively, I think we'll solve it. And if we want to go all the way, we have to have people competing for position, push the team in every training session and every day.
Daniel, one more?
Yeah, Ben, just one more. Given the whole 6 days that you've had in Austria, what is, I guess, the one thing that has been positive that you can take away from this pregame camp, even though the results have not been there? But what are the things that are going to be that are clearly red flags going into tournaments? Obviously, defensively, how we shape up is a big one. But if you can give something other than that, that might be a red flag that you guys will need to address immediately to prepare for the US on Saturday.
Well, if we judge from these games, I think the focus level has not been good. So that's a red flag for me. We need to up the focus, be quicker thinking, be more alert in our game, both going forward, but especially defending and balancing. So we are not hit on the counter every time we lose possession. I think that is one thing. Maybe what this camp gave us was that we now know more about the fitness level of the players so that are here, and this is why these camps are important for every preparation for a tournament, that you can use this time to actually see from the technology today what kind of fitness level players are at. So that's a good thing for the players that came here. We are in the blind a little bit with the players that will be joining in US. About the camp?
No, it's more about regaining fresh sharpness today. Players obviously coming, been away, been fatigued, and we're now regaining freshness. I think that's always the main key heading into a tournament. So the freshness been higher, but now the sharpness needs to come in to play too. So that has been important for us.
And also the new players, you know, at least they came here and understand practically what we want as a staff. So that was also a positive, you know, and you know, even though we still are missing some players, but only one player that is coming in, you know, practically does not understand what we need yet. And it's a professional player that, you know, is used to change of coaches every day of his career. So, you know, he's practically coming and fit in.
Thanks, Daniel. Let's now go over to Germany and hear from Andy.
Hello?
Yes, Andy, go ahead.
You hear me? Hello, Simon. Hello, Mr. Haldrumson and the coaching staff. I'm from Germany, a long ReggaeBoyz supporter, and have one short question. Where is Ravel Morrison? I think he has no club. Maybe is this the reason why he's not selected to the team? Because I think he is a good player, very technically very good, but he have every year a new club. Yeah, maybe not a problem.
Yeah, and we talked about this yesterday on the press conference yesterday. So we have had Ravel in all our squads, in all our matches up till now, and so he was without a club when we played, or he was not playing for DZ when we played in Mexico, but we could see him in the 2 games prior against Trinidad, so we could help him get some playing time on the pitch against Trinidad. So this is why we could select him for the Mexico camp. But we talked together then and told him that it would be difficult to pick him for the Gold Cup squad if he wasn't playing regular football. So I had a good talk with him 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago and explained just from professional reasons he deserved to know that he was not going to be selected, and he was appreciative that we did that. And hopefully, and I know he will find a good club and he will hopefully start to play well, and we can pick him for the next camp we will do.
Thank you very much, Andy, or as they say, Damke. Let's now go to Leighton Levy from Sports Max TV. And just a reminder as well, folks, you can also ask a question as well to coaches John Wall and Maron Gordon as well. Give an opportunity for our coach as well to catch his breath. But go ahead, Leighton Levy.
Well, good day, gentlemen. How are you? I have one question. Coach, you mentioned the concentration levels and alertness of the players. Could that be a factor why I am seeing a kind of a difficulty in players making themselves available for the pass while the team is in possession of the football? It's something that we seem to still have a problem with, where someone in possession of the ball and they're finding it challenging to find an available pass. Is that something that is a concern, or is it something that you think would improve in the short term?
You want to take that?
Should I take it?
Yeah, take it.
Want to hear the short version or the long version?
Whichever version is best suited to respond.
I can throw a lot of Molotov cocktails on this one, but I'm not going to hold on to that. When you can say concentration, that can be really arbitrary. For me, focus is about maintaining thinking on the next action. Would you agree? So we can never go inside of the heads of the players. This might be related to fatigue. It might be related to freshness. It might be related to a lot of short time span, a lot of games. This all relates, but for me, it's more about maintaining thinking, next action. And I don't think Jamaicans in their DNA have a lapse in that. It's more of a thing that you need to maintain and improve. And I think for that, it's about maintaining that during training sessions and games is the only way to work through it. There will be no magic potion coming from this coaching staff. There will be only repeated things that we do all the time to improve it. And communication is part of that too.
Later on, you normally get a deep answer when John talks. It's
yeah,
deep.
and I realize. So this is something. So this is something that you're going to have to train in over time, and there's not an immediate fix for this. When I say immediate, I mean within the next few months. It's probably something that will take
I would
years.
say challenge all youth coaches in Jamaica to actually challenge their players to maintain things.
But in the short term, what can we do to fix it in the short term? Is then to have the routine, to have the kind of the repetitions on the same kind of movements and passing. I think in the short term, that is what we can do before the Gold Cup or during the Gold Cup, to repeat the same things over and over again. But yeah, it's two versions, two answers.
Well, at least I have an idea now. So at least
Tell you what.
Wish you the best of luck in sorting that.
Tell you what. The next coffee is going to be on me, and then we can do 2 hours about it. No problem.
Thanks very much, Leighton. Let's now go to Giovanni Brady.
Hi, good afternoon, team. Good afternoon, guys. So my question is that I think we're only 6 games into this new regime, this new coaching reign. I personally believe that the regime, the team should get time to implement big city players, scout, evaluate that. However, among there have been minor whispers of discontent. To Coach Halgrimson and coaching team, what can you say, what do you want to say to the Jamaican public to reassure them of this process? The process is something that we've been hearing about in sports for a long time. We know we're going through our own process. What can you say to reassure the Jamaican public about this process with national team as we look at the bigger picture of qualifying for the next World Cup?
Giovanni, there was an audio echo where it chipped in and out. So I'm going to kindly ask you to repeat your question one more time, so that the coaching staff can hear it. Is that okay?
A short version.
All right, good. You hearing me better? Hearing me?
Yes, go ahead now.
All right, yeah, man. So my question was just generally, I wanted the coaching staff games now winless. I personally am of the thought that, you know, any coaching staff, especially any coaching staff, should get time. But, you know, 1 and 2 person in the footballing public in Jamaica maybe, you know, agitated with the results. What can Coach Hagin say to these fans or to the Jamaican public to kind of reassure them of trusting in this process, his process, as we look to qualify for the next World Cup?
Positivity to tell to the public to reassure them, tell them to be confident.
Yeah. No, the only thing I can say at this stage is from the past experience, from my experience at this level, I think I know what it takes to get results. I think I know how to work on those things. And at the moment, I think we need, as an organization, to improve as well, so we can implement our work a little bit better. But yeah, is a formula I've used not only once, but not twice, 3 times, and I think it suits this team. But in the end, it's all about results. All coaches know that if you don't get results, then you do not stay endlessly in a job. But yeah, we believe in what we are doing, and we will continue working this way. We know if in the end it will be successful, but we know as well that we need to have wins for maintaining our jobs. That goes without saying. If I understood the question right.
Yes, you understood the question right.
All right, thanks very much, Giovanni. Let's now go to Mr. Kiri James.
Hey, thanks, Simon. I'll limit to one question since we have so many people on who would like to participate. Coach Hallgrimsson, you talked earlier about the issues with Ethan Pinnock, and it sounds like he'll be unavailable for the first game in Chicago at least. So first of all, wishing Ethan and the family all the best. But with Damien also recovering from a recent injury, what's your level of concern in terms of quality and depth at center back?
No, I'm not going to go to the grave, but of course, Ethan is a big part of our thoughts in this campaign. So we hope sincerely that he will join us at one stage or another. We know as well that Damien is good. He has been in contact with us, so we know he is ready to go. So he's been working on his injury, and the other players had a chance now in Austria to play. So they have at least gotten 2 games under the belt. So that is a good thing. And we have other players as well that can play these positions. A versatile player like Joel Latipatia can play all the positions in the back line. So it's good to have versatile players when you go into a tournament.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you very much, Kerry. Much appreciated there. Let's now go to Tyrone Davis.
Jump in, just if you want to
jump into the fire.
Good afternoon, Coach. Coach Gordon, Simon. Question, Coach War, or Mr. Gordon. What's first of all, I'm not really worried about the result, the 2 results, because we should have won those 2 games. I don't see it was a coaching problem, but a player problem, because we got opportunity to score and didn't score. I see you lose against Trinidad, went down to the Azteca and Mexico draw with us. Not even we draw with Mexico draw with us. So I'm not really worried. But what are you going to do to raise the moral of the players going into the Gold Cup on Saturday to face US? Mr. Gordon or Mr. Watt?
I think if you're not up for it against the US in the Oprah Gold Cup, maybe you should take a boat somewhere in the Mediterranean instead. Just to be honest. If you don't have the morale or the boost just because of that, man, I would have taken away one of my nuts just to play that game.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right.
And good luck.
All right, thanks so much. But seriously though, everyone, you know, it will be a long day tomorrow for everybody part of the delegation, an early flight towards the United States. So we're only going to limit to one question per person for the remainder of the press conference. Thank you very much for your cooperation here. So with the remaining hands that are raised, only one question per person. It is an early flight tomorrow. So of course, everybody here needs to get their rest to be able to make the long journey towards the United States tomorrow. Let's go to Mr. Blake. You may proceed.
I respect the request for one question. A and B quickly. Coach, let me be quick. Coach, the Kanaya Boys Clark did not take the pitch in any of these two games. Can you say to the fans what the rationale for that was? And if Mr. Preston, if in a future, in a response now or in a future answer, can you indicate if for the games in Chicago and in St. Louis and in California, if there's a section dedicated for the away fans, especially in Chicago, because that's a normal practice, especially when you're playing the home team like the United States?
All right, thanks. We'll definitely work on that element and keep you updated and everyone as well. Coach, can I?
Yeah, let me just start on Konaya because we hadn't had him before. Very impressive young goalkeeper, and he caught our eye on the first training session, not only because of his qualities in goal, how he presented himself, but it was his focus, his work ethic, and just a professional attitude from a young kid that really caught our eye, and we are really happy with him, even though he did not play in either of these games. And that is more or less down to fitness things. We needed to divide playing times among the players who play outside. So it's normally when you need all the changes, you keep the goalkeeper playing 90 minutes. So you always have to, or you always must have at least 5-6 players that can play 90 minutes, and one of them is normally the goalkeeper. So we definitely are happy with him. I think Jamaica is lucky to have this kid. He is a future goalkeeper for Jamaica, and I know our goalkeeper coach is really pleased with working with him and looking forward for working with him in the Gold Cup as well. And who knows, maybe he'll get his chance during the Gold Cup. But the reason for not playing him was we needed to divide the playing times among the outfield players because we pre-decided more or less how much playing time each player should have in the games.
Thank you very much, Mr. Blake. Now we'll go to Bertram Spence.
So I think almost all my questions seem to have come up in some way, shape, or form, but I have another one, Coach, which is goals win matches. And we've had some really good opportunities in front of goal, but haven't put them away. So, Coach, what are you working on with the players to improve their composure in front of goal so they can put those chances away? So no matter how good you play, if you can't score, you can't win.
Yeah, for the Gold Cup, we will have new faces at least to push the level up. That will at least push the guys that have been playing higher level. There's going to be more competition, so that's one thing. We are, of course, doing set beat drills. We are doing finishing drills. We are doing attacking third, build up and finish. So that also becomes then a routine. But I know normally this is down to confidence. This is down to being ready on the day, and you can have a guy scoring from every chance he will get in a tournament once the first goal comes. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, but goal scoring is difficult to teach and correct in a short time. But yeah, but we really have a lot of guys in our squad that can score goals. That goes without saying if you look at our squad.
Yes, so we do have a few more questions, just one more in the chat. Yes, Leighton, this recording will be sent to the group immediately after this press conference. A reminder, one question for the remaining hands that are raised. Coach Minzy, you may go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Sorry about the background noise. My question is that, coach, yes, a decision that you made, we have to trust your decision. And this is not a hit out at Bijan Whisper Richards. He's a very good kid. But on the fact that you've made mention of Ravel Morrison not having a club, not playing football, and there's a Jamal Lowe that was omitted, and the Bijan Whisper Richard is not with a club playing either. So what was behind making that decision?
I kind of expected the question on Ravel and Dijon. The difference is, of course, the age. So that is the difference between that. You take it further. You want to answer further about this? So I don't think you mentioned Jamal Lowe.
Yes, yes, I did.
Yeah, so he was kind of the only one that that could not come for personal reasons. So he said, I cannot join the Gold Cup squad. So he was the only player that we wanted to have in the squad that said he could not join.
All right, coach, thank you. Let's go to Eddie Vision TV.
Thank you very much, Simon, and hello to everyone. Bertram mentioned the fact that, we were lacking goals. What we have been conceding was at the other end. What is more concerning, our defense or the attack?
I think, especially today, I think the attack to me is more concerning because we got so many clear-cut opportunities to score goals. And football games are like that. If you miss each chance at your end, for some reason, the football gods will punish you. So as long as we score opportunities, I think we created much more opportunities, in the goal scoring area than in the defensive area. So it's just for us to start scoring goals and tighten up defensively, remain tactically balanced and compact, and concentrate for 90+ minutes. Just because that is tournament football.
Thanks, Eddie. Much appreciated there. Jermaine, bro. Try P.
No, it's okay, Simon. My question is about Jamal Lowe, but coach. Okay. Yes.
All right, no problem. Let's go to Jason Hall. All right, no problem. Not hearing from him. We'll have to press forward with Jay Taylor. One question.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, coach. My question is for John Wall. It seems like you're keen on stats and diving into those things. Have you recognized that we have been quite wasteful as a team on set pieces, and we do concede a lot of goals when it comes on to set pieces since our last campaign? And are you concerned about the lack of cohesion in the middle of the park from the team?
So I always like to blend those things because data alone would never solve anything, or the other way around. I think when it comes to set pieces, no. I think if you look objectively on the district, it's been less. Yes, Argentina, that's one free kick taken by a certain number 10. I heard he's pretty all right, that guy, by the way. He won the World Cup, won a couple of Champions League too. And then there's Mexico, which is one PK, if I'm not completely off. And in this game, it's no set piece, and against Qatar, no set pieces either. So I think it's pretty raw, and it's kind of a media creation to talk about the facts when you usually have the answers, whereas we have to look into the future. So for me, following suit on Maron is the origin that causes the effect of things. That's more the pressing matter. And therefore, I think we can actually conclude that there's are hidden numbers within our waste where we're making a lot more entries into the final third than usually against fewer players. So in terms of that and pitch control, you can look that up, by the way, too. It's a pretty brand new thing, too, which we are controlling space in a lot more proficient way.
And we are doing, Jay, we're doing a lot of work on set pieces. So hopefully that would be one of our strengths in the Gold Cup coming.
Thank you very much, JT Taylor, and thank you very much to everybody that has tuned into this afternoon's press conference. That's where we're going to have to wrap up in terms of questions. Just a reminder as well, you can also go back on JFF Football's Instagram page and also Twitter, so you can see the graphic again of the full squad as well, and go and subscribe to JFF Live on YouTube as well for the latest interviews of players and also support staff members on tour as well. Tomorrow is when the entire delegation will depart from Austria towards the United States in Chicago. Quite a long flight, so everybody will be ensuring that they get some shut-eye and to wake up early for tomorrow. Thank you very much for tuning in, and of course, this press conference will be sent out quite shortly. So have a pleasant afternoon to everyone on the island. So take care. Peace out.
Recording stopped.
Yo, people. But that's left. We see people. We see Alex, I write to Simon and I comment. I say, Simon, no me not get for me question. Yo, Simon, make sure he point out, say, yo, one question, JT. Yo, Simon is, Simon said, one question, JT. Yeah, wait there. So, Mr. John Waller said, it look like we are getting the stats wrong, people.
But
Jamaica not always a concede on like certain set pieces and them balls they are coming in a box. I don't know. Talk to me. Especially in the last campaign. But what he's trying to say is like they weren't the coach.
Yeah, that's what with them last year that I get to realize that they might try to say I never them be in control so that we can't do it.
Yeah. And the coach knows that me come with some hard hitting question. You see, coach have to answer me after, cause I see John Wall can hit me with the little Swedish thing, brother. Cause John Wall is a man where he like to be sarcastic and love talk about statistics and them things. So he's talking about, bro, Jamaica has struggled with set pieces. That's why I'm worried about Mariappa. I'm worried about Mariappa playing, bro. I really don't. So you see, people, my squad makes sense, No, my squad makes sense, people. No, the big bad squad makes sense. Brother, the only person that did it Ethan Pinnock. Oh, ja. So Ethan Pinnock gonna come in after Chicago, right? He's supposed to come in after Chicago, right?
Yeah.
All right, people. See it there. The big bad squad. So me telling you, the only person in that squad. No, brother. Me say, brother, I come like with salt. It come like the side salt. As we get one star player, one gun. We just get Demarai. People, Demarai Gray in the building, people. Demarai Gray in the building, people. Demarai Gray. Because I don't make the phone call on stream, And the people must say, JT, you live? They must say, JT, you live? Just wait, man. Because I never want to drop it on the stream. Again, people. Joe Grind. You know my thing. Remember when I come out and tell people, them say, yo, Demarai Gray having passport. Because brother, I talk to the people them who's actually working on the people them things, bro. And the people them say, yo, some man Sinclair and them man, the JT, you false prophet. Demarai Gray now come, no way. You false prophet. Omari Gray. When the man come a Gold Cup, where you going to say? Omari Hutchinson. Where Omari Hutchinson there? Him not did it. Where Demarai Gray there? Him did it, brother. I not don't tell you all the thing, bro. I don't tell you all the thing, bro. If I couldn't make a phone call, there are certain things where I go give me opinion pan and speculate. And that's when you hear me say, I think. You see me, I say, when you hear me say, I think, this is what I think. It doesn't mean when me get the facts from somebody when me know say I work for the people them thing, brother, me can come out and say, yo, people, the man having passport. Rough. John Wall can't rough me up, man. John Wall I talk about pitch control like that. Pitch control they help on FIFA, John Wall. John Wall, you know play a video game, brother. Pitch control they on Mr. Wema say like Jamaica can control more spacing and them thing there, but Janual, you can control all the rated spacing you want and lose every game. Where I go tell the telefans them say, yeah, we've been controlling the spacing, but we haven't won none of our last 10 games. So where Janual I tell about now make no sense. The winnings we are talking about over here, brother. It come like a man come and want dancing down money in and pocket a laugh at you 3 half flask with Hennessy. So I know what Janual I talk about. They know him now win no game yet. In can look for statistics till God come. Brother, Jamaica always struggle. Ever since Maria them coming at the side from them time there. And me ask him about the midfield being weak. The midfield is weak, bro. Like the man I say, it come like me get that wrong. Like it's look like I'm not looking at the stats. He's saying I'm getting people. Johnny Waller is saying the midfield is strong. The man I say the statistic I show say them a control more spacing. So, bro, look like them I see something we not see on the screen, brother. Like that's the only thing. Like with the Ravel Morrison, me feel say Ravel could at least come off of the bench. But me I look and me I think who would we drop for Ravel Morrison? Because you see Phillips to make the squad neither. I think Kahim Paris, but then if you drop Kahim Paris, you actually don't have another winger other than Leon Bailey and Demarai Gray, who is two players who are injury prone at times to go down. You see me I say, so in a way, if you so you'd have to drop Whisper and in a one of the wing them. But yo, we have two Bayern Leverkusen winger, brother. Jamaica have two winger from Bayern Leverkusen, brother. So that's a damn good look. What happens if we get eliminated in the first round? I think our chances now in the first round has increased because at best Jamaica is gonna draw with Trinidad. You see me I say? At best Jamaica is gonna draw. At worst Jamaica draws with Trinidad, and we are gonna beat either one of the teams that's coming in. If it's St. Kitts or one of them next team, that we're gonna win one of those games. So if Jamaica just draw against United States, I want Jamaica to go out there for the win, but I hope that at least get a draw from the United States game, just not to break the morale of the players going into that tournament and just hit the ground running. But yeah, man, John Wall kind of salty for yesterday come and shake them up.
Yeah.
And John Wall,
it looked like he watching YouTube to man, JT.
Yeah, man, John Wall. Yeah, John Wall watch YouTube, you know. John Wall, you see, I coach a J. Yeah, coach a JT.
Like him, I try to say, I try to violate.
Yeah. You're wrong about the conceding goals from set pieces. No, but I think maybe that more talk about over the years. Over the years, Jamaica has conceded a lot. And what you just say now? What you call them balls? Is them ball they like diagonal? You know when the players them come down on with wing backs? I like
I cross them. I cross
like
them.
right at that it's this danger area, man. Before outside the 18 down the wing, it's like at an angle. Them ball they always trouble with no man, John Wall can, you know, John Wall and my daughter come from the same place too, you know. So I could even speak the Swedish to John Wall because the proto the svenska. Yeah, min daughter Svea. You see, man, I could say tell her to dance. I could talk some Swedish to me that shit up himself on it. If John Wall, you must start speak Swedish, and I say, whoa, man. It's about Chena. Yeah. Right at John. But John knows the man him have unfinished business now. Because now John Wall knows that JT will be back. John Wall knows that JT will be back. I mean, not even hit him with John Wall. JT, next time say John Wall, JT from New Media again. Back at it again. I saw me going to deal with him next time. You don't know me, old brother.
I have a question though, because I'm nervous right now with the midfield.
Corner, Marlon say. Marlon, join the stream, no man. Join the stream, Marlon. Marlon, I say it's corners. Okay, yeah. Them kind of. So it's corner. Corner is not a set piece.
It is considered a set piece. Any ball we come in from a stop player is a set piece. Even if a true player is still a set piece.
Yeah, me think say from the ball stop Marlon and you spot it, it's a set piece. Because you're kicking the ball from a set position. I don't know. So I would you see I want to pull up. You see John Wall now. John Wall, I'm gonna show you say I research me do too. I'm gonna show you say me a data research my thing there. Wait till me back him up. I'm gonna say John Wall. Oh, the last time you said I didn't get the facts correctly. So here I have. I want to ask you because you're the football pro here. Is a corner considered a set piece? John Wall don't know which one in just kick off. Yo, what just JT John Wall back at it again. New media. Wait till me back him up. Gold Cup, ratted. Him better not make them score. He better not make them score no set piece for him. yo, any ball with dead brother is a set piece. Even if you don't know football, you could use your common knowledge for just match it out. Say it's set at a specific position, so it's a set piece. John Wall, make sure no go. But you hear what the coach say, brother? You hear what the coach say? No, brother, I'm overhyped, brother. Cause Demarai Green of the squad, dog. Demarai Green of the squad. Who was me? Omar Fowling. Me don't know what you want me to do, dog. What you want me to do? Tell me what you want me to do. Look, bro. After look and watch the game today, me no must overhype, brother. Me no must overhype. Even though I eat and peanut today, me no must overhype, dog. Bro, me still love my side in the dog. And that's why I sit down up here so I do this now enough for 2.5 hours in a brother. Me still love my side in the dog. Remember, you know, bro, me never have 1,000 subscribers, you know. Me think I don't know big YouTube channel. You know? I love it thing in the dog. I love it football, dog. You see me, I say, Omar Fowling, me know more than the coach and you know more than me and the coach. So you are the greatest, man. You're amazing, Omar Fowling. You know, you got it right, man. You got it right, man. Me know more than the coach and you know more than me and the coach. So you win. Omar, you win the answer. We can't manage you. You win. You win, dog. We read some comments.
Go ahead.
We read 2 comments. It's a bald head guy at the press conference there to spy or steal Simon's ideas and nothing else. What purpose? Even the guy from Germany. You say if our JT can ask the question there, Jesus Christ. If I did JT ask the question there, can me ask the question there yesterday, no? And through the man I want to look access is I'm from Germany. And Ravel Morris, a very good player. He's not in the team. He's very technical. Why is he not in the team? If I did JT go in there go ask the question, the brother, yeah, people, some people, MPEC them, some big hypocrite. Yeah, man, MPEC them and them, man, they are big hypocrite, you know, man. They man, they just type in my name over coach's decks like a typewriter. MPEC and them, man, they are some man over coach's decks. You see, tonight, JT trending again, brother. Brother, if one YouTuber did for trend, dog, forget beaten and bag of things that JT that get the most trending out of YouTuber them, bro. Everything me do the man them have a problem with it, dog. You see me, I say, bet them pick up and when Simon say, JT, only one question. Brother, me I laugh because it's actually quite fun. It's a running joke, cause Simon. But guess what, brother? My mic did half again, you know. And me just did I go say, you know, I what John Waller do? I try to style me. Yo, dog, me just did I go say that to the dog? My mic, brother.
No, man, you have to go practice that. You can't make the mistake there again.
Brother, me have to go practice that, dog. JT, yeah. Yo, me have to go practice that. Look at most me say in my mic again. I style John Wall want to style me. yo, dog. Look at most me create press conference history again, dog.
See, them say you are the Balotelli of YouTube. Why always me?
Yo, it's always me because when everybody I try fitting, I'm busy standing out. You see me? That with the pan brother, when in the fitting. Yo, my grandfather always tell me this before and dead, dog. The man say if in a room with 10 people and everybody agree with you, yeah, do something wrong. Yeah, lick some serious boot liquor. If you're in a room with 10 people and everybody agree with you, that guy that not possible, brother. Because every human have a different mindset. You see me I say? As me ask a question, me need to turn off my computer, dog. Look how most me ball I tell myself a while ago, brother. Yo, brother, look how much me ball telling myself a while ago, dog. Yo, look how much me say, what John Wall do? I try style me thing. Look how much, brother. Yo, me da give man them, me da give our coaches next them some heavy content for look more, dog. Yeah, man, Marcus Garvey, man, some heavy boot licking, man. The man
That
them.
mean So that means that a coach probably tell him say for research and find out what go on in the street. Cause based on the answer, me know for a fact say man watch YouTube.
You might watch him, man. No, but Simon them tell him, you know. Simon them say, yeah, that's Jay Taylor. When they ask, brother, after that the press conference, I mean take a press conference yesterday, you know. I mean take a press conference, you know, so they have to know, say, yeah, that Jay Taylor guy. Me ask the coach if he alright. Then me go say, yo, dog, I want question Simon give me. Then me stick up Andre Blake with the long ball. One bag of gunshot me fire in there yesterday. So they have to know who Jay Taylor is. So today, they did ready for me. You see, John Wall, and me do, but me John Wall and know say me go so me target him because me seem like him as some screw face bad man. Me I say, all right. Masika say, target him. Tyrant. You know what Masika say, man?
Yo, hold on, then I forget a call. Now forward back, yeah?
Yeah, man. JT, them not understand how much of a good player just added to the squad. Yo, I saw madman. The man name Fouling. I say me excited. Brother, Demarai Green and the squad, dog. We one more step to having we have one more cutting edge player. You see me I say? We have one more cutting edge player on the team, bro. The goal is we have 11 cutting edge player on the team, bro. 11 cutting edge player. That's when Jamaica can go at the Copa America and hold we own against anybody we run upon with people. Anybody we run upon with people. Demarai if we get 10, JT, Bailey in the 7. People, them say me they a false prophet. Them say a false prophet. Say Omari, say Demarai Gray. Nah, get him now come. Them say him Omari Hutchinson come when me make me video and say Omari a dodgy cap. Them say JT you chat too much. Them say JT a false prophet when Omari when Demarai come. You see, all the people them say JT if it not happen, we are gonna beat you. Me not see none of them people there. So you see people at YouTube, you know if you know when me I speculate, me say I think. Or me I give my opinion, me say I think. You see when me know, just like when we contact CFAS, and CFAS say, yo bro, me even didn't know nothing about nobody no call him man. So all them know say him not have Schengen visa, nobody no contact the player, bro. Nobody no contact CFAS to know if him have Schengen visa. That's why me I say, bro, when me hear them things there, me I say, me have a question thing, me I say, when I say the man that no Schengen visa, see the message them, bro, where the man say, nobody no contact him, bro. Yeah, bro, me did say that. Me tell them that ball kick. Me tell them that, bro. But at that, them only look for when me wrong. If say, JT, shut your mouth, man. You know, like Craig Butler, shut your mouth, you talk about man, them now come. No, bro. We link the player, CFAS, say him now, say them no contact him, bro. Because to me, CFAS was there. CFAS would have maybe take Kahim Paris game. If CFAS, you see anybody where response for Kahim Paris, brother, I good at them tell the coach the CFAS now have no passport, no visa. Anybody where response for Kahim Paris, I good at them say CFAS no have no visa, brother. Because to me, I look on it, bro, CFAS would have take Kahim Paris game. Look on the performance right now. CFAS would have come dog up the thing and get carry Paris hell. Them two they would have buckle for that position there. Them two they would have war for that position there, dog. And if you say CFAS, no matter what CFAS bad, he that look better than Kahim Paris because to me, Kahim Paris was the worst player in both games for me, bro. And I thought Kahim Paris was the man. Back in high school, I used to thought he was the man. You see me, CFAS would take Paris game. Yo, so even the youth when him Lajie Williams pan Sports Max, shit your crap. Where you talk about, brother? Where you talk about? Where Junior Flemings there? Where Junior Flemings there? Brother, you and Junior Flemings go play some hopscotch, brother. You can see big side of pick. You come pan Sports Max come talk about. Where you wait pan Junior Flemings? Where you wait pan who? Where you say? Lajie, where you say pan Sports Max? Where you wait pan who? Junior Flemings? We are wait upon the bench captain, boss? What you say? Hey, fix up yourself, youth. Watch it, youth. Fix up yourself, youth. Fix up yourself. You hear me? Fix up yourself, youth. Don't ramp with the thing. Yeah, hey, when I see Jamaica squad, I pick youth, but play some video games, all right? Turn on the Nintendo 64 or the Nintendo something. You see me I say? But turn on one of them something there, better. Turn on one of them like a Game Boy thing there. Turn on the Game Boy, because you move like it's a Game Boy cartridge thing, brother. And a Game Boy cartridge thing there again, brother. A big players we are caught for, brother. You see me I say? You know see PlayStation and them thing that if I use CD again, brother. The man I come talk about Junior Flemings them like where you use CD and cartridge again and cassette. I want to hear, brother, big squad of pick, brother. Big squad of pick, brother. The thing to connect to the internet. Speedy. 5G, brother. What you talk about? Demarai Gray on the left. Leon Bailey on the right. Michael Antonio thumb people and them mouth up front. I want to hear, dog, wait till we start out the midfield. The thing digital, bro. Digital badness. Laje. When you hear Jamaica side, I pick me G. Hear me I say, go pick some mango, man. Go pick some fruit, me G. You see me I come talk about where wait for Junior Flemings. But the man name when the whole of Jamaica must see Fleming. The man I must see Fleming. The man went down a Black River and them place there. He might talk. I can't Junior Fleming where wait for. We wait for the man when he am Fleming with the James Bond movie. If he come sponsor the team, I must see where wait for. I can't Junior Fleming. This youth out of order saying we're waiting on Junior Flemings and we don't need Michael Antonio and them man there. Are you kidding me, mate? Are you kidding me? The man them coming too, fam. We gotta get the man them on the squad, my G. What you chatting about, fam? We gotta get the man them in there, G. Big man things, son. Proper things we dealing with over here, no, fam. We moving proper work, my G. We ain't on that little 10 bag thing, man. Man's pushing keys, fam. That we talking about, bro. You know what I mean? We ain't on that waste man thing, my G. Proper boy we talking about, bro. You see me, dog? We not on the play thing again, dog. No, we need Race Nelson in at the middle of the park now. Race. Pull up a race. I don't want them why me. Race. Pull up, race. Pull up. You next, me fam. Race Nelson. Hey. Race Nelson. Draw for your pencil. Something. Start sign up. Something. Start fill out the application, me G. Do something. The thing you need to get kicking. Next time we say Nation League, Copa America, we say Race Nelson get him clearance already. No, the last time them try to get Race Nelson, the man them can ever get a call to get him for the phone. Man like Johnson Clark Harris now, what gonna happen to him now? And you see, the longer him take for wait to get for him passport, the longer him take to get him passport, the older him a get. And with strikers tend not to have 2-3 seasons in a row where they're the top scorers. Strikers need to hit the iron when it's hot. You see me? I say so. I think Johnson Clark Harris missed a big opportunity here. He missed a big opportunity here because the coach did went to and you see the coach looked quite decisive as well when he spot out. One thing me like that the coach recognized that the players that we as fans recognize as good players, he also recognized that these are top quality players. We want Jamaica to have 11 cutting edge player on the park. That's the only way we're going to compete at the highest level. We can't have 5 or 6 cutting edge player and we have another 5 player playing at 10 miles an hour and you have the other pros playing at 100 miles an hour. The cohesion is not going to be there, people. It's not going to be there, people. There's no way you're going to sync up the team. When you look at teams like Germany and France and those teams, I know people are going to say, you cannot compare Jamaica with a population of 3 million and etc. Whatever, fam. I'm talking about building a cutting-edge team. So we're talking about having 11 cutting-edge players on the park. On the bench, then we could have fringe players who are improving, players who can get up to that next level. The tempo. One thing I have to say, though, about Jamaica today, though they weren't that good in the game, I thought the tempo in the first half, Jamaica played really fast. We played much, much faster, guys. And I'm not talking about the madness faster that we usually do. I have to say this. Jamaica played very, very fast in that first half. Watch the game. They played very fast. And that's one of the things where we miss. You see, when you want your team to get, because to trigger that play, sometimes in the past, Jamaica we used to be a bit, I would say, flaccid or lackadaisic in triggering that attacking play. We just stop and go, and the team was in motion in that first half. And with these cutting edge players coming in, we only could get better. Guys, no matter what we want to say, with the players coming in, we can't get worse, We cannot get worse than today. Today is where we're at our worst. We cannot get worse than today, guys. So I have to say, we're looking up. You see what I mean? We're looking up. We're looking up. You see what I say? We can't get worse than today. Like, come on. It's a good pitch too. Yeah, the pitch. Yeah, the pitch. You see? It's like any sports, like cricket and them thing that them say New Zealand and Australia have the fastest pitches in the world. India, if you go to India, you have to get a spin ball, like the slowest pitch them in the world. I feel like in Europe, I think even why Corey Burke is sliding, they wet the pitch every game before the games in Europe. I don't know. When I go to like big Super League games in Denmark or Malmö, so they sprinkle the field. And it's something that the ball moves on the surface a bit faster. When Jamaica, we're playing on basically gravel. You can't water gravel, bro. You can't water asphalt. Those fields are terrible. You see me I say? So the game looked a bit faster. I have to say, I really noticed that today, that the tempo was very fast. But at one point, I saw Daniel Johnson was just saying, calm down, guys. Take it down a notch. Because, I think at one point, adrenaline was taking over too much with some of the players. And that's a fine line between playing fast and actually playing foolish. You know what I mean? It's a fine line between playing fast and doing a bunch of foolishness. Yeah, but yeah, we need another few players. I think the center of the park, they still kind of skip over my question when it came on to the weak midfield. I still think we kind of jumped over that because I didn't really hear them dive into. Well, John Wall said I should go look up where it says pitch control. John Wall said I need to go look up pitch control, which is on FIFA already. So I don't know. I guess it's his new term or something. Because I don't know. He's on the cutting edge of football. He's getting all the notes. But pitch control is probably what pitch control is. Controlling the pitch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. English words tend to be quite obvious. Or what they are, you know what I mean? But yeah, high tempo. We must control the high tempo. Yeah, Marcus. Let's just see what people are saying. JT, pick numbers of players them. JT, pick the numbers of players them. Oh, some bro, me never read Hazard. Me's a boy when you two get concerned about numbers from the players them. As long as them like one thing when me play football. As long as the coach no give me number 2, me good. You see me, I say like football numbers don't really. It was a thing back in the day when you have the Ronaldo them number 9. That's my starting 11 on the screen here, bro. Yeah, that's my starting 11 here on the screen, bro. This is my starting 11, bro. This is my starting 11, my G. This is it out here, man. That's the starting 11, Missy. More Jamaica. Bobby Reid at right back, though. But if Bobby Reid is not playing right back, I'm benching Daniel Johnson. But I think the coach might bench Jonathan Russell. I think Jonathan Russell will come off the bench and Bobby Reid slots into where Jonathan Russell is. I think that's what's going to happen. Jonathan Russell might come off the bench. Let me just see here. I think Jonathan Russell might come off the bench here, and Bobby Reid slots him for him here, because Bobby Reid does track back very well in this area. Bobby Reid and in Bobby Reid's natural game, Bobby Reed is giving you this constantly from here. Bobby Reed is working these areas here. Bobby Reed is working these areas for Fulham. Sometimes he ends up somewhere around here. But Daniel Johnson still, Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson, I'm a baller, Daniel Johnson, but he tends to be hot and cold. He tends to go in and out the games a little bit. He's my baller. I think one of his best game was that game against Saudi Arabia. I thought he was extremely, he was just, he was very skilled on the ball. His vision was there. I don't know. Maybe it's the players he was playing with today, but he looked a bit off access today as far as his temperament with the game. Pinnock Nango. Yeah, man. Pinnock will come in late. JT Lucky. My number was always either 12 or 21. JT, okay. Prince, man, I met the coach gear number 2, brother. Man, I met the coach gear number 2. I can have number 2 I run up and down and feel, We don't take no number 2, dog. Yo, any side me I play and coach the number 2. I say, coach, me in a squad, No, dog, me in a squad. Anytime you have the number 7 for me, you don't know, say, give me number 7, or I'm in a squad, dog. You're mad, man. Pinnock out, bro. Yeah, Pinnock will be back. So, we're still Damian Lowe, hamstring injury. Javane Brown had a little tweak today. Corey Burke had a little tweak today. Fewer players got a little bit of tweak. Will be at the Gold Cup after the Chicago game. I think that's what I got from that information. Maybe I'm incorrect, but I thought the coach was saying he will meet us up at a later time. Information was flying around so fast in that thing, bro. I can't even keep up. I wasn't planning to ask any questions, but I was prompted to by the fans, so I went on to do that. He says, JT, the coach also learn about players through the vloggers. Yeah, I think the coach learns about players, bro. I think he learned about players because the man we're number 10. Our Prince Matabo now, Father God. Yo, our Prince Matabo. Yo, bro, paper. So I think we're gonna go for another 10 minutes. Yeah, man, cause I can't live my with you, cause so my man them love football like whoa. Come like a breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So my man them deal the ball game for. But sad, Ethan Pinnock, but Mikel Antonio should be fully rested. The great thing about this is Mikel Antonio, Leon Bailey, these guys will have players who are of their caliber next to them in the attacking third. And if the coach get them to work together, because I think that's where we lose focus. I think that's where Jamaica looks very confused. They look very confused whenever we get in that attacking third. I don't know. John Wall, maybe you could explain that when it comes on to pitch control, how the attacking third and the confusion there. We seem to have no idea what we want to do in the attacking third. I don't know. Maybe, because maybe we were watching it on the wrong screen or we're watching the wrong game. We just never know where our players are going to be for those final passes. Or it's just like we're players. Shamar Nicholson, brother, buy some new shoes, bro. You see what I mean? Yeah, me don't tell you say Omari Hutchinson dodge the cap, Aquani. Aquino Williams. Yeah, man. Hutchinson dodge the cap, man. Only Jesus Christ can come convince me that, brother. In my dodge cap. Ravel in the middle would have been refreshing, but not a bad lineup. I think we're missing Ravel as well. I think he could have still helped the team now that we have better players. But I think the coach know that when you look at Jonathan Russell, he's very young. Latabedir is still young. He wants to start bringing in young players, I think, to build up that future core as well. And hey, if you get the chance to start it in the Gold Cup right now, why not kick it off? Because a lot of the players are going to be getting older. You want to bring those players. And as he said, I said the same thing on stream. Dijon Whisper, he's going there strictly off potential. It's like somebody buying a Tesla stock or an Apple stock when, what's this guy? Steve Jobs was still in his dorm room or somewhere developing the product. It's like somebody saw it and said, okay, this can be good. and this is the future. Sometimes you have to go with your gut feeling and your intuition and make that call. And I think the coach has been around enough young, talented players to know if he has spotted another future gem. So I think he thinks that Dujon Whisper is one for the future. So, hey, why not bread him in right now? And hey, Dujon Whisper will be going to Chelsea with a Gold Cup, with Gold Cup experience around. Listen, this is only going to help Dujon Whisper because check this out. Let's say Dujon Whisper, though he's on a basically what we call it it's basically him on a weird contract. You know, the contract is it's a contract, but it's not a contract. You know, he's on a contractor's contract. No, though he's on a contractor's contract, I think this is going to help Dujon Whisper because no, he would now already have the experience of being around mature players who has been there and done that, and he would already be almost getting ready to play a big man football. So I'm looking for Dujon. He should be able to dominate at least his peers at that age level because he's getting grown man football experience. And let's say he's dominating at that level, him getting to be around maybe the Chelsea first team in the future, it's not so foreign to him because he would have already garnered that experience from a tournament like the Gold Cup. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win. Them a talk for you for Imaxit. Okay. Yeah, talk for me for Imaxit. Bro, me tell you, JT is always trending, brother. JT is ever trending. If them a talk for me over Imaxit, what am I say again? When I tell you people, from the mic, turn on, JT trending again, back at it again. Sports Prophecy TV. Bro, me living like people them mouth like 32 teeth, dog. Me no know, dog. Me no know, brother. Because see somebody else, them live for me, them over for me over Imaxit again. So JT back at it again. Ryan speech that you know, man. I always pick up that one there from Ryan. Phillips ball. When you say Phillips a ball in the comments, what? Yeah. What am I say? What am I say? Righteousness. They attack for you on Imaxit. Okay. What am I say? Righteous. They must say J Taylor prophecy is back at it again. What am I say? You see me? I say, bro, listen, people. Me say God bless you, you know. As much as you know, see me and people might say, yo, J Taylor is always. Me say God bless you, you know, dog. Me say God bless you. Me I tell you, cause you see, say look for my liquor channel, dog. The liquor channel say you ask John Wall what? Ask John Wall gotcha question? What? Me no say gotcha question. Say you ask John Wall gotcha question. Me no understand that. When me do something wrong again? Righteousness? Me no know, brother. Me no know if me do something wrong again. If me always I do something wrong. So yeah, as me I say trick question. Okay, me no know if me do something wrong or me right, dog. But hey, people, big up the people me rock with J Taylor and rock with Sports Prophecy. Cause you know we chop it in up, people. I wanna make me go in a press conference, you know, cause we not frightened for press conference, brother. A press conference, you know, dog. You see me, cause me rather just not even a press conference them, so I can lick them with some big stone on YouTube. So woof. You see me, I say, yeah, man, as some deal with the thing, man. The press conference. Man, have the 23-man squad is in the community tag on my YouTube channel, bro. The press, look at just click in the community tab. I posted the 23-man squad. You're gonna do about it. Okay, Jesus Christ. Yeah, man, it's in the community tab. People may have work tomorrow morning again. I was off today and we up and running. At least we're gonna be taking a little break. We'll be dropping some videos. You know how the thing work. You know the thing. Yo, bro, over so dog. Yeah, man, the people live for me name like brother. The people live for me name like squatters on land, brother. Me no know how the YouTube space set up, so bro. The people live for me name, bro, like John Wall. What? John Wall is a brilliant coach. He has all the facts at his fingertips. I hope JT, me hope Boyz no get no game. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So at least people, one thing JT has the skill at. I do know how to get people on my name. I should be a marketing agent. I should just market people or to get people to talk about you on YouTube one on one. I would just tell you all the things to do. Number one, be yourself. Number two, just do how you feel. Nobody's in control of your life, brother. It's yours. And them saying, remember, bro, if people is spending their time talking about you, you must be, you must be something, whether it's good or bad. You know what I mean? You must, you must be, because right now we're not talking about some people that we don't know anything about, right? Yo, JT comedians do get large crowd. Cali Sinclair, idiots. You see, as they say, you can't win an argument with a fool because they will beat you with experience. So me know say you go beat me with experience already. So me not go bother argue with you, brother. Me don't give you winnings already, man. Me can't beat you, Colin Sinclair. Then say if you argue with a fool, he might go beat you with experience. And me don't see say you're very experienced. You're a very experienced individual. So I beg to I concede defeat to you, sir, Kali Sinclair, at this moment. I have no more to say. I think you are amazing idiot. You're very good at what you do. Anita Bell or catch him in a not no, it mean you are trying to catch John in a question or no sound. Okay. I love the question you asked the coach. Blake. Those were the exact question I would have asked. Yeah, man. I said, go, man. More questions are coming. Make them stay there farm themselves for food. Yeah. Um. Let them stay there and farm themselves a fool. At least I think big up yourself, Anita. Yo, righteousness. Big up yourself, everybody. Until next time, people. May have work tomorrow. Best up on yourself. The press conference was quite fun because Demarai Gray is there. That's the most important thing I got out of that press conference today. Hopefully, Ethan Pinnock and his family get well. Uh, yeah, get well. Yeah, man. Brother, I can't keep up with Imaxit them, yeah, man. Imaxit them, and everybody go do them thing, brother. Been in an argument with people about YouTube again, Cause you see, that's why I have to start my channel. Cause you see, if me did I run up and down from channel to channel, people that shut off phone for me and run me away and sit. Me not have the point that again, brother. But me turn off my phone now, me just go beat off myself. I just make a cup of tea and go on my bed, yeah, man. People, bless up on yourself. Until next time, I'm out.